Hello and welcome everybody out there in YouTube and Twitch and D&D land. Wait, that's the wrong one. Before we jump into the action, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. All of those things help us out tremendously. If you're interested in supporting our community a little bit further, consider becoming a member here on our YouTube channel or subscriber on our Twitch channel. Get yourself some cool emotes and help out the community. If you're interested in joining any of our campaigns, we have open slots available in each of them, except for this game. You just reach out and let me know. You can do so through our Patreon, or you can do so through our Discord, or right here in the chat. Say, hey, I'm interested, and I'll reach out and I'll say hi. But without further ado, go ahead and give us that recap, Dresley.
The last time, back in the 90s, our group made its way down to Old Orleans, out to help a famous jazz singer who's gotten a threat on their lives. A particular cult of personality assassins. We make our way to the jazz club where they're currently finishing up a set. Order some of the local favorites. I don't know how much longer I can keep doing this voice, but I'll do it as far as I can. Afterwards, she approached us and hashed out the details of the arrangement, offering then to give us suits. She got us suits, right? Because they were for breathing purposes in this humid state. A few hours, we then escorted her to the dock, where we waited for the steamboat to come along. After finally getting on this nice little ferry cruise, not more than 10 minutes pass for a whole bustle of snakes and lizards just started falling from the trees. Several of which got their teeth into our charge. Easily dispatched. Unfortunately, carving up them for some nice snake leather boots for our robot revealed, oh, these snakes were tamed, charmed, and sent to kill. Now a nice jazz singer, free of her poison, a lot more cautious, knowing that the threat is now real. Do a little investigating through the crew and the like. We found one name, one person does not appear on the manifest. An Air Genasi by the name of Smith, who currently is sitting next to Barnabas, eating a roast beef sandwich.
So, Barnabas, as you left to go check some of the food, you came across this individual who, as he stops you and started talking to you a little bit, he takes in a deep breath, looking you over. Would you mind telling me, all that ruckus and hubbub that happened a little bit ago, what was all that? Y'all seemed real invested inside of all of it.
Seems we had the bad luck to have traveled underneath the canopy of an infested tree line filled with snakes and other such beasts that happened to fall across the top deck of the boat, and they, needed to be dispatched before they hurt any of the passengers.
He pulls out a cigar from his pocket, ignites it, takes in a very long drag, but never releases the smoke. Now, you really believe those things all just happen to be there for some silly reason? Like that?
Or do you imagine they were there for some other reason?
He starts eyeing you up and down a little bit.
Nature can be capricious at times.
I suppose so it can. He'll offer you a cigar.
Has ever smoked a cigar? Probably not.
They're natural.
I mean,
No, I know.
how
I
often-
don't think he has an opposement to it. There's nothing wrong with it in his mind.
And these
No.
are cherry scented.
Which is just weird. All right, why not? I'll take it.
He'll give it to you and he'll strike a match, holding it for you to puff. Have you ever had a cigar before?
I don't know that Barnabas has ever had one. He's probably stolen like puffs off of his dad's or something when he was a kid. But
Nearly died for it.
yeah, but I don't think it's anything Barnabas ever regularly imbibes.
Give me a con check, not saving throw check.
Okay. Yeah, that's about what I figured.
Yeah, you cough a little bit as you start smoking it, and he'll just sit there, still breathing in without ever exhaling. Well, something does change a little bit. You and your friends let us know, huh?
I'll be happy to keep you informed if anything changes. What room are you in so I can, send a note or a porter or something if something needs to be known?
Oh, I got the lucky number. You take care of yourself. And he'll skadoodle on out.
That's a great question. In what what is the lucky number in this world? Is it 22 or is it the normal, I was thinking 13.
Well, it depends on the culture, not the world. Because in certain parts of the world, yeah, it's 22. In others, it's 7. But in some, it is 13.
Do I know anything about air genasi as an earth genasi?
100%. I mean, not everything, but you
Well,
know them fairly well.
Does their culture have a lucky number that I'm
Ooh.
aware of?
Roll me a religion check. Air genasies are usually fairly whimsical, as fluid as air itself, right? But they do have faith in Lady Luck, 22. So that would be considered their lucky number.
Yeah. I'll gather up the food and such that I was supposed to be getting for Miss Wynn.
Mm-hmm.
And then just they have like a basket or a box of something for like servants. Something that's, like they serve the crew or something that isn't like the food for the diners. I'm looking for something for the group to take them back their meal.
You can pick up a basket of bagels, muffins.
Yeah, it works.
Yeah. Or I guess it's the bayou, so it would be more southern. Some pumpernickel.
Biscuits.
Some biscuits. Sweet biscuits, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a jug of sweet tea.
Oh, just a big-ass fucking jug of this shit. Yep, you come back to the room as everyone else has just made the realization that there's one person on this ship who's not here. Or I shouldn't say everyone else. Pyre made that realization. He's not here right now, so.
I have the food. What is... I'm just going to cast Purify Food and Drink on all of it.
Okay. It is all purified.
Does that spell show off any indication if it was toxic?
No, it does not do detect. It just removes it.
Yeah.
No, I mean, like how like my lay on hands ejects the vomit. Would it like eject?
No, I did that to be thematic and to leave you an Easter egg. This is just like he's doing his own thing. I wasn't. So it's purified.
Yeah.
So pure.
Everything just brightens a little bit. Everything looks as perfectly ripe as it could be. Here's your food, Miss Wynn.
Oh, thank you so much. Whew.
I imagine you want some time alone with just Pyre and his machine in here. You probably need some rest or something.
You know, I think it might be well on the way for me to find my slumber for the evening. Gotta rest my voice and rest my mind.
Well, then we'll leave Pyre and Hunter here. The rest of us will go to the other room.
Thank you.
I'll start shooing everyone else.
So who's staying in the room across from this room? Remember, everyone else was supposed to stay in the servants area, but he managed to get one room across from hers that y'all can stay in. But it's designed for like 2 people.
I think I should be one since I only need 4 hours of sleep.
Okay. Either the two of you want to suggest yourself?
Yeah.
I don't mind if you want to stay in there, Barnabas.
I don't. Yeah, that's fine. I don't care either way. But
I'll do it. I don't care.
all right, we'll leave Durin in there with Dresley. I'll go with Lenny so I can protect Lenny in case something happens to the crew quarter because you're squishy.
Yes,
Leave
the
little
cleric
Lenny
and the
alone.
wizard all by themselves protecting each other.
The cleric is the best tank in this group.
Yeah.
We don't have
Yeah.
a fighter.
Durin!
I have the hard.
Yeah.
Durin can be when he wants to be.
Yeah,
yes.
he just has the wild shape.
Yeah.
Oh, would you
No,
look
it
at
doesn't
that?
do that
Boom.
anymore.
Oh, you don't
It
do
gives you,
that
like-
anymore?
That gives you like 10 hit points.
It gives you a good amount of temp HP. It's still pretty fucking tanky. And you just
Yeah.
sheer hit points,
That and I
dude.
just have the most hit points.
Yeah.
You do have the most hit points. I just have the most armor
Remember-
class.
You had a Sybil amount more hit points than everyone else. A full Sybil's worth of HP.
I forgot how low yours was.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm
I-
down like 25 hit points. I probably still have more than most of the party.
Yeah, I'm still sitting at a nice 38.
Wizard.
Yeah.
56.
How much do you have?
56 out of my full 79.
Oh, 70. Okay, yeah, you have 79 total.
Last
I knew
level,
you
he
had
had
more than me.
69.
Yeah, I know. Ruined it.
sad.
Mm,
I had an interaction with our friend, Mr. Eros, while we were while I was in getting the food. Nothing nefarious. He hinted that he believed that the attack of the animals was not just an attack of animals, that there was more behind it, but I don't know that that necessarily denotes a threat so much as common sense. And he said he was staying in the lucky number room, which I would guess, based upon my knowledge of Air Geonasi, to be 22. But I imagine there are plenty of other lucky numbers that it could be, depending upon his beliefs.
Honestly, he could just have like his own lucky number,
Could. It's a fair point.
which would be real useless hint, actually.
I don't suppose that in our copy of like passenger manifests there's a list of rooms.
There
numbers.
is!
Right! I was hoping somebody would say that.
Yay! He wasn't there for all of it.
I know.
technically he's not on the manifest, but I guess we can look through how the number convention is.
Yes,
Well-
you look at the manifest, and room 22 is currently spoken for by someone of the name Belrose Goff.
The Air Genasi looked like a servant, correct?
No.
No. Oh, okay. I thought they were a servant.
He was the one that pegged me as a servant when I tried to talk to him the first time.
Right. I thought they had said a fellow servant, but
No,
okay.
no, no. Yeah, he's not a
He
servant.
said your fellow servants.
Yeah.
Oh, there.
Not sure if it means anything yet, but interesting that it's someone else's room and he's not on a chart though. Where is room 22 in relation to where we are on the boat?
It would be around the corner, like a small walk. Not really that far, like 80, 90-foot walk.
Okay. All right. Anybody else got anything they want to do tonight, or are we ready to go to bed for the night?
I would like to see if Lenny can try to recall something. There was something that happened last week. I forget what it was. There was a servant that did not have magical essences around them. I witnessed them when we first got on the ship. Thought it was peculiar. They didn't really have anything when everybody else seemed to have something on them. And then I believe after the encounter with the snakes and such, a lot of people were going to their rooms, but I believe that there were a number of servants, a small number, that I forget what they were doing, but that particular one was among them.
Cleaning up the top deck, getting all the guts of the snakes and the gators off of it.
Okay, so that was it. Okay.
He was one of the two that came upstairs at the same time Dresley felt the demonic or the fiendish present go up to the top deck.
Yes.
And then disappear.
One of the two servants. There was
servants.
others that...
Yeah, there were other people, yes, but one of the two servants.
Okay. That's
So,
what it was.
I also went around with the nose and confirmed he was not this presence.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
we also saw him talk to Eros Smith before.
But he may have a way to mask the presence, which may have been how it disappeared. Because we didn't see anyone leave from the top deck either.
That is correct.
So the presence came up to the top deck and disappeared, but neither me or Lenny saw anyone leave. So either someone hid their presence, or it was like someone that was invisible and left on their own, like Lenny does. Or something else, I guess.
Did pick up the presence again, but it was moving away from the boat when he was below deck.
Oh, I don't remember that part.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because his thing can basically almost cover the entire ship at once, or at least half
60
of it.
feet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ridiculous now. It's a lot
What?
better than it was before. It's not ridiculous. It's just better and
It's
good.
also a lot more restricted because I can only do it twice.
Yeah, but it lasts 10 minutes. Like, that's
Yeah.
huge.
It's basically a detect magic, but detect fiendish presence.
Detect
And it's-
evil.
It's becoming night now, correct? It's starting to get dark. Does it look like any of the passengers are leaving their quarters now since the danger has passed, or are they all just kind of staying in for the night?
There's a few curious people, but the bulk seem to be attending below deck activities. Playing craps, poker, roulette.
Crabs.
Okay.
Before I go to bed, I'm going to head up to the top deck. I'm going to get on Sir Quaxalot, and I'm going to fly around for about an hour. I'm trying to establish a pattern of me going on nightly flights. Because I think we may need that later.
Okay. The first mate does take note of that, and he'll... you just doing a patrol?
Yeah, so I just need to look around, and Sir Quaxalot needs to stretch his wings every once in a while.
By all means, we'll make sure we keep a landing dock for you.
Appreciate it, thank you.
Yep.
Gotta hunt more snakes to eat.
Huh?
Gotta work off that weight, all that snakes he ate already.
Yeah. He's a fatty. So? Everyone else, sleepy time or gambling or...
I could do a little gambling.
Okay. How much gold are you willing to spend while gambling?
Let me see, how much do I have? Not the full thing, but like... let's go 20 gold.
20 gold, not a cheap guy. Okay. So, I need you to roll me a persuasion roll. Just being likable while you're gambling.
6.
You smell too dank for many people to actually want to interact with you. You spend 20 gold, roll me a d20. Let's see how much of it you, or a d20 plus 5. Let's see how much you end up with. Because you're not proficient in any gaming tools, right?
15. I don't think so. Let me double check.
Hello. Sorry about that.
You're all good.
Not that I can tell.
Okay. So you only lost 5 gold. Not bad.
Alright. I had fun. That's what matters.
Yeah, yeah. Everyone else go to sleeps or gamble or... Pyre, the group decided you're staying with Melorissa for the night.
Yeah. I thought that was decided last week.
Yeah.
It was. Pyre decided that last week, or asked her last week. I was just reinforcing it since he wasn't here.
Gotcha. Anybody?
I think I'll trail down after Durin. Do myself a little bit of gambling as well, but also kind of just taking in the atmosphere after that event.
Illusion wizard with freaking no somatic components on dice games.
Yeah, right? Do you have any gambling proficiency?
I do not.
Okay. How much gold are you willing to wager while you're here?
I got 17, so I'll do 10.
Okay.
Just a little bit.
Cool. Roll me a persuasion as well. You're hitting the bare minimum where people might actually think you're worth talking to.
Nope.
Well, it's easy. They don't want to talk to you because you're a gnome. But you can roll me. You said you have 10 gold?
Yeah.
D10 plus 5. If you're going to be cheating, you can roll with advantage.
When I was walking through with Detect Magic earlier, did it seem like there were any divination spells around the ship?
Perception check.
Alrighty. 18.
Above deck, no. Below deck, yes. In this gambling hall specifically.
Alrighty. I will not cheat. That's 8.
Okay, so you only lost 2 gold while gambling. That's not bad at all.
Alrighty. During my little bit of time kind of just listening in, did the atmosphere seem to change at all? Do people seem concerned, worried? Does it just kind of seem like it's a typical thing for, creatures to fall on open top decks?
They're more gossipy, but every time you get too close, they quiet up. That was the persuasion roll. I'm doing it like carousing.
Yeah. Okay. Lenny comes back down afterwards, 2 gold lighter, kind of sniffs his pits, like, the heck? Nobody wants to talk to me.
Probably
Dresley?
intimidated.
Yeah. Tiny man, big shadow. Ignore the minor illusion casting that giant shadow.
So, Dresley, are you gambling or just going to sleep?
I'm gonna go to sleep, so by the time Durin is kicked out for eating all the free toaster weenies, he can just go to sleep and I'll be up for the rest of the night.
See a sign about a limit.
Perfect. Alrighty. Well then, ha-hoo, ha-hoo. Long rest, everybody, or is anybody doing anything during the night?
No.
Are we just in like a big like grouping of like a mass like barracks kind of thing with the crew, or
Yeah. Not with the crew, with the other servants. The
with
crew
other
have their
servants?
own side, but all of the servants are put into hammocks that are stacked like 2-3 hammocks high. Except for Dresley and Durin, who are sleeping in the very nice, comfortable beds across the hall from the rest of the nobles.
How confident do we feel about sleeping down here, Lenny?
Not very. I am.
All right, I'm gonna pull out of my bag. You're gonna see me pull out like a straw hat and a cloak, and then a whole bunch of straw, and I'm gonna put them in 2 different piles next to the bed, and I am going to summon a hayman or 2 hayman
Hey, man!
to stand guard over our.
You just see a creepy-ass scarecrow.
What is this Wicker Man shit?
Yeah. But he's like, is this supposed to help me sleep? Because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to now.
It'll help me sleep.
Lenny's like, all right, I'll just cast sleep on myself.
It's just fiddlesticks, guys. What's the problem here?
Guard us, awaken us if anything happens.
They
And then I'm
slowly
going to
nod.
bed.
It's the weirdest thing, Lenny. They have eye sockets, no eyes, and for some reason, they actually blink with the eye sockets. But the smile doesn't seem malleable. You don't understand why. Why is the smile permanent, but the eyes can blink without eyes?
What did you just do, Barnabas? I've never seen you do this before.
They're a gift from the Green Man to help me with
Okay.
my duties. They're
Nice
Just-
scarecrow, man.
silent guardians here to help.
You should get a nice wake up in the morning when the other servers start screaming their heads off.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Lenny is probably going to go ahead and just hit himself with a sleep and just be like, all right.
I was gonna wait to the masquerade ball so that they could just roam around the masquerade ball, but I don't like the idea of sleeping exposed for 8 hours.
Yeah.
This is a much
Hey, man,
better
you should-
solution. Heyman!
For me,
You should have talked to the Green Man and got yourself some Fey ancestry while you were reincarnated.
Heyman.
Question, actually.
Yes.
This is not really important, but since sleep is now concentration, if I cast it on myself, would I immediately lose concentration and then end this effect?
Yeah, you do the. You know how, like, when you're dozing off and you have that, like, you feel like you're falling and catch yourself thing?
I go, that shit.
Yep.
Okay, what if he falls in? What if he casts sleep on himself and then I hit him with a frying pan?
Well,
Would
that's
that
called
knock himself out?
unconscious. That's not sleeping, per se. That is also called being concussed.
You'd have advantage because I'd probably be thrown.
You would have advantage to hit him with a frying pan. You silly guys.
Don't worry,
Any-
guys, I got this. What? Mm.
So you said you're pulling out one Hayman?
2. 1 to stand guard on either side of the bed or the hammocks.
All right, so we'll put Barnabas right there and Lenny on the upper bunk where you can just see the eyes and mouth. Oh yeah, and the scythe, because they have scythes, right?
Yeah, they have sides.
Yeah.
Lenny's laying on the side, looking like face to face with the scarecrow man. He goes, "All right," rolls over in the hammock.
And there's the other one. It's great.
Well, that's a good question. Where is Bread Lasso during our nightly encounters?
That's a good question. Bread will sleep in the other servants' area. He'll write something down when he sees the Heyman.
Then Barnabas is going to bed, completely confident that he's fine now.
Perfectly safe. Anyways, everybody hit that long rest button. Do. Everybody below deck wakes up very quickly as you all hear screaming happening. Barnabas and Lenny, you see Melorissa's assistant standing there looking horrified at the Heymen that are looming over top of her as she's holding your suits.
Oh, thanks.
Lenny probably forgot they were there too, and he's also screaming.
And many of the other servants are now screaming as well. Everyone upstairs, there's a cascade of screams coming from downstairs. Hurry!
No, fuck.
Is it scream o'clock already?
Durin, check on Pyre and Melrose. I'll go downstairs. I'll check it out.
Alright.
Whoosh!
You go run. Durin, you knock on Melorissa's door, and she's already awake. Pyre's already awake. I mean, they clocked out early. You guys stayed up late. Dresley, you get downstairs, and there's two fucking... Actually, I think he would have seen Heymen before in the wilds, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
They're a known associated creature for the Green Man.
Yeah, there's two of them standing there, and people are just freaking the fuck out as Barnabas is getting his suit and putting it on.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Can I just do, like, the coach whistle to try to get everyone to stop fucking screaming?
Yeah, roll me a performance. Or intimidation, your call. Heyman.
It's the same, so I'll try. I'll try intimidation.
Very good.
It's a 13.
Okay, yeah, you get everybody's attention pretty quickly.
Okay, so these are summoned creatures. They listen to him. I point to the idiot. I say this out loud as I say I point to the idiot.
Yeah.
Changing into his suit. He decided not to tell everyone he was summoning extra protection. They will
Okay.
not hurt you unless you try to burn them.
And as soon as you say that, Lenny, for the first time, the smiles turn into very, very distinctly, horrifyingly angry frowns.
Now, no need to discuss fire, Dresley. It puts them in such a bad
Who
mood.
the fuck summons Heyman on a boat in the bayou without telling the people they're sleeping with?
They were already asleep. I wasn't gonna wake them up.
Now, here's the real question. I'm going to whisper something to you, Barnabas.
By the way, Pyre's there, right? Or
No,
is
yeah.
or am I still with
Melorissa and Durin now.
Okay.
Also, Barnabas, they're straw men. They could literally have been hanging on the other side of your canopies. They didn't need to be standing like this. They have no bones. You could have literally worn them like a blanket. I don't think you actually could have, but that's an interesting image to think of.
They just hug you.
Forever and ever and ever.
Heyman. I'm just waiting on a reply, everybody.
The
Yes. religion.
They're much more effective defense if people know they're there.
Dresley, I would like for you to roll me a religion check, please.
Oh, religion.
Mm-hmm.
That's a roll, right? 11.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you don't know much about the Haymen, but you know the Green Man has, like, pastures of them. They don't do much. They just hang out.
It's a real shame they're made of the good weed.
Now, upstairs, we have Pyre and Durin and Melorissa. Melorissa will look over at you, Durin. What in the heavens was all of that screaming that was just happening?
I don't know, Jersey's checking on it.
Y'all think we're being under attack again?
Nah.
I'm gonna be honest, if we were under attack already, I feel like we would have heard, or at least we would have been called for already. I think it's fine. I just heard a lot of screaming, and then, I mean, we should be fine.
All right. I'm trusting y'all. Oh.
Just in case, I take up a shotgun and a racket. You can never be too sure.
The infinite racking shotgun. It's amazing.
No, and then every single time I move just slightly, it makes like a clacking sound.
Oh, I mean the like.
No, I know,
Okay.
but like it's like a Hot Fuzz where like they're running into the supermarket and every movement they make, their guns just keep fucking rattling.
Oh, okay. But anyways, after a couple of minutes, her servant comes by and delivers the suits to you two. You get yours as well, Dresley. Everybody now has their suits that you have to wear. When you put it on, you can describe what visual aesthetics it is. It's all pure cotton because it needs to breathe very easily. But you can tell us what it looks like, including your specified ties. Who would like to go first?
Shit.
I
I wish I was told this, so I could have prepared.
Last session, she offered to get everybody. Well, she said she's just going to get you all suits because during the shows you have to be wearing a suit.
You only asked for a tie.
Yeah.
Have any of you guys seen Princess and the Frog?
Mm-hmm.
Been
Yeah.
a while, but yes.
I'm basically dressed up like Dr. Facilier, the Shadow Man. Eat David all the way, baby.
Won't you take a poor sinner's hand? Oh, that's one of my favorite songs.
Yep. Did not know Keith David could sing before that movie.
Oh yeah, dude. Anyways, so you look just like him?
Yes. Basically, maybe like the interior is more green while the outside's purple. You know what I mean?
Okay. Everybody else?
Barnabas is... Oh,
Go on.
go ahead, Lenny.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I have the picture in Discord. Unfortunately, I can't show it to our viewers, but essentially, I just have like a basic suit, black jacket, pants, some nice shoes that have little ribbons on the top instead of laces or anything else. But then plenty of bright white sock visible around ankles and everything, and then just a very, very whimsical looking purple ribbon tie. Almost looks a little bit too big for Lenny, just kind of around his neck, but he wears it with pride. He thinks it's the best thing. But yeah, otherwise he just has like a little bit of a flower, a southern flower set into the front of the jacket that is also purple.
All right. Nice. Very nice aesthetic.
Barnabas is just a simple, pale green linen suit with a tan shirt and then a green bolo. But it's partially ruined by the fact that when I do my daily preparations for my armor, spikes start growing out of my skin and piercing through the.
And then you have the
suit.
jacket. And just
Yeah, the jacket goes over it and it kind of sticks up weird. I just pull on it real hard so that it pops down over the spikes.
Wonderful. Durin?
Pimp suit. No. Well, actually, more or less the same as Barnabas in terms of general aesthetic.
And a bolo? Bolo tie?
No, I think I had like a regular bow tie.
Bow tie. I remember somebody said ribbon. Can't remember who.
That was Lenny, wasn't
Lenny
it?
had the
Yeah,
ribbon. Yeah.
Lenny has a ribbon.
All right, now Pyre. Linen cotton suit.
Kind of similar to Barnabas. It's a very good cotton suit with the suit jacket, some pants, and the orange tie. But he kind of leaves like the jacket kind of open a little bit because he finds it a bit weird when the suit's close together. It feels kind of restricting.
All right. Then, with all of you looking sharp and feeling sharp, as you walk through the area, you go over towards her room where Melorus is getting ready. She walks out and she's adorned in this beautiful black gown, sparkling dress. It has no shoulders, just straps that connect to the sides of her arms, and it has just a modest enough amount of cleavage to allow the eyes to linger and wander. The dress is as tight as it can be while she still has the ability to wander and move thanks to the slit that goes up the thigh. As she steps out, you notice her gorgeous red heel-toe platformed heels that she's wearing. And she has this beautiful long necklace affixed to a platinum chain that has a ruby at the end of it that seems to be inside of what appears to be a bird's body that it's melded to look like. All right, well, tonight we're going to be having my performance, and I do have to go around and start schmoozing with people. Y'all checked everything, make sure I'm going to be safe, right?
Correct. We'll also be actively keeping surveillance on other passengers in the area.
All right, good. Do y'all think 2 days in a row might be a little much, right? We're not getting attacked twice in a row, right? Do I have to be worried?
Given what I know about organized crime, can I make an educated guess?
Depends how bad they want it.
By the way, add a character question. Did any of us pursue the guy who was not on the registry?
Barnabas, yeah, you weren't here for this. Barnabas ran into him in the kitchens.
That's what we ran into last week, yeah.
He claimed he was in room 22.
No. He
claimed he was in the lucky number room, which Barnabas is assuming to be 22, because that's the lucky number for air genasi, but he could be wrong. That room belongs to a Belrose Gulf. That's as much as we found out.
Should have killed them. Anyway,
Now you tell me I could just commit murder on the ship.
I never. Hey, Pi has never said that you all can't commit murder in the ship. He's never ever told you guys not to murder people.
You scold Hunter all the time for murder.
That's because Hunter doesn't know any better.
We just refuse to learn better.
To answer your question, depends on how badly you piss them off.
I'm sure everything will be fine. We have everything covered, and we'll be with you at all times.
If anything happens, we're close by. We can make sure that you're kept safe.
All right. Well then, shall we go on upstairs?
I actually have one quick question for you, Mrs. Wynn. Miss Wynn.
Oh, please, you ain't need to be that formal with me. Melorissa is perfectly fine.
Thank you, Melorissa. I see that when you're using your performances, your singing, you're quite enchanting. Do you have any magical capabilities yourself?
Admittedly, nothing like a power of any sorts. When I was born, I was blessed with a splendid voice that's captivating. That's all.
Can I insight check her just to be sure?
Sure.
She likes to keep secrets from people, so 12.
There's definitely something off about the way she says it. There's like a look behind her eyes, like there may be something more to it.
Okay.
But she clearly doesn't want to talk about that.
Okay. Well, for the time being, just to be sure that regardless of whatever occurs, you still have an out, a method of potential escape. I'd like to give you this to hold on to for the time being. Unfortunately, it's not a full gift, but it is hopefully something that you just won't need. But if you do, it's there for you. And I hand her the wand of magic, what is it? Misty Step. And,
you think this is going to be more useful than Tommy?
No, but in the event that Tommy is not enough, though I doubt that might occur, it's always best to be prepared. And I quickly just kind of explained to her how it functions and the fact that it works once a day.
Okay. And you tell her the command word?
Yes, so that way it'll function for her.
Very good. Well then, you all go up to the top deck yet again.
I'm gonna leave the Heyman behind in her room.
Just in her room?
Tell them to stay out of the way, stay unobtrusive. Just keep track if anybody comes in.
How long do they last? It's been 8 hours.
Yeah.
Why do you think they have a time limit?
Because they're a summon.
Okay. So
Yeah, that's what your religion check told you.
So anyways, you instruct them to watch and observe, not to
engage.
Okay. They will do just that. Watch and observe.
Plus, I don't think people want me running them around the ship. So
I mean, matters what you want, but Bread walks out, everyone, and he is wearing what appears to be a beautiful tuxedo with slicked back hair, looking exactly like somebody who has seen a James Bond movie before.
I give him a thumbs up.
And he'll raise his scotch towards you and nod.
Freaking Great Gatsby. Since I'm just naturally faster, can I go ahead of the group and like stealth and like go to where like the performance is supposed to be? Just because I completely forgot to check that place to make sure there wasn't any traps.
Sure can. Roll me a stealth check and get up there.
That's a natural 30.
Yes. You are unseen. You are one with the shadows and the wind as you move up over towards the performance hall. All right. Roll me a Thieves' Tools check utilizing wisdom. Proficiency in survival grants you advantage.
I lost that, unfortunately. You said wisdom, right?
That is correct.
All right. Ooh, 11.
All right. Well, Dresley, you check the stage. There doesn't appear to be any of the more obnoxious traps that you are looking for. You know, a pitfall that would lead into a section of the swamp with gators. There doesn't appear to be any precariously perched up bags of weights that would fall on top of her head, or, most importantly, containers of blood either. You're checking all the genres as you're looking around.
I don't think this would matter, but would I get the +1 for my +1 thieves tools?
Sure, 12 does not change my answer.
Okay, I figured I'd say it.
Yeah. You do not discover any traps on the stage.
Okay, good.
The stage is on top deck, correct? Out in the open.
The second deck, which is below the top deck. The top deck is where you guys all stand on the ship here. The one below is the one where the performances happen, the dancing arena is. The top deck up here is mostly like a lounge-like area, relaxation.
Okay, so it's not open air above it. All right.
Above the rest of the floor, it is open air, but above her is the top deck.
Okay.
The stage has the top deck above.
Whenever potentially possible, if I happen to see incoming branches that I'll be covering and like passing by, I will try to cast Minor Illusion up in the trees. Thanks to my archetype, my range for it now is 90 feet instead of 30. And I'll just kind of like Minor Illusion a bird flapping in the tree or something and cause some commotion in case there's anything in that branch to, you know, get attracted by it. And if I see movement, I'll know something's in that branch or something.
So you start
Just to give us a heads
the
up.
branches above all of the passengers.
Yeah.
That just had giant snakes fall on them the day before.
That's why I wanted it to
So
be a
much
bird.
anxiety. So much. They're gonna be freaking
I want it
out.
to be like a heron or something, just flapping its wings in the tree or something.
Yeah,
See if
yeah.
something attacks it. Why is there herons near us all the time we pass by a branch?
There are too many damn birds in this swamp. Anyways, you can do that. You can take your preparations. She makes her way up here and begins melding in with the crowds. People are so incredibly captivated by her. As she walks over, many of them are complimenting her on her previous works, inquiring as to what she's been doing over the past few years that she's been retired. The entire engagement seems so organic and natural for her. It's hard to believe that someone would want this woman dead so badly as to train and curse animals to go attack her and then put them up in trees and drop them on top of her. Just thinking about it from, you know, the effort standpoint of doing all of that, right?
That does seem like a lot.
Yeah. But she's just so incredibly likable. Now, whom here is watching around the... So, Lenny, you're watching up top since you're the one doing the birds and stuff.
Yeah.
Who's going to be watching around the upper deck? Who's going to be watching the crowd that she's schmoozing with?
I'll watch the crowd.
Then I'll watch the upper deck.
Okay. Lenny, perception check with advantage. Barnabas, perception check. Durin, insight check. Nice. Damn. Okay. It's got to be a session like that, huh?
We're on high alert.
You are, yeah. Lenny, you are so incredibly careful. That was a nat 20. Oh, yeah, it is. Nice. I hate that
No,
they
I'm
don't
not green.
symbolize it. I hate that
Yeah.
so much. But Lenny, you keep careful watch during the evening in the event. Barnabas, you are also keeping careful watch of the stairs. Anybody who's coming and anybody who's going. Who's going with who, who's doing what. Lenny, a couple of times you do disturb a soul snake up in the canopy, but it doesn't seem to be fixated on attacking and murdering her. Just seems to be a snake, and snakes do climb trees in the bayou. Durin, however, you're checking out the vibe of everybody talking with her. The vast majority of the people seem utterly captivated with her. However, there's two individuals on the ship that stand out when she goes up to them and starts talking to them as well. Both of which did not seem terribly keen on the idea of just talking with her. The first one is the oil investor. When she approaches, you're far enough away that you can read the body language, but not the words that he's saying. He appears to be shut off from conversing with her. He has a slightly hostile hunch to him as well that makes it look like he would not be opposed to any harm coming to her. Cannot be too safe. The other person who she interacts with, who has a similar reaction to this, is the first mate. Not the same way as the oil baron or the oil investor, but when she approaches towards him, he seems nervous, like he doesn't want to talk with her. He'd rather be elsewhere, and he quickly comes up with an excuse not to be engaged in conversation. Just leave.
I will send Harvey to follow him.
Have Harvey roll me a stealth check. Did Harvey get his own suit?
What's punk rock?
So he's
No,
wearing the
he does
button up
suit,
and
yeah.
tie, and then a leather jacket with spikes over top. 14.
14. Not bad for him.
Yeah, I mean, he is a lone hamster walking around the ship. Only a couple of people really notice as he's leaving, but neither of those two individuals notice him. You have Harvey go after the first mate. Watch him.
Mm-hmm.
He does so. And now, the performance begins. Barnabas, you are very aware that the first mate went below deck and Harvey seems to be following him.
She's going on to her performance.
Mm-hmm.
Before she starts her performance, I'm putting a death warrant on her. Just because we can't be on the freaking stage with her.
Mm-hmm. You go over towards her and she'll look at you. Everything good so far?
Everything's quiet. Everything fine. I'm going to cast one preparation on you since you will be a little exposed while performing. So make sure that we have adequate time to respond if the unfortunate happens.
Right. Now,
So keep you safe.
So, just to let you know, I'm gonna be doing a few charitable tours here in the coming months, and there's quite a few reputable deep pocket investors on this ship. If something goes awry, I need them to understand that it was just an accident. Make sure I'm all right, but you know, don't let them think there's something afoot. It's just an
Understood.
accident.
It's just an accident. Understood.
It's very
We will
important.
maintain your discretion. I will make sure the others know.
With that natural 30 stealth, can I just make it so that I can always be within crap, what's the range of this? Damn, it's only 30. How big is the stage?
Probably like 30 feet across.
Okay, so just can I, like, in case something happens, I can face step right to her. You know
Oh
what I
yeah,
mean?
you can be on the stage behind one of the curtains
Okay.
without anybody noticing you.
Gotcha.
Now Pyre, since he's creeping around and stealthing, and you're her main security guy. Where along the stage are you gonna be during this?
I'll be close enough to where if I need to, I can run out. Maybe like 20 feet.
So do you want to be behind stage or in the front of the stage?
Behind stage. That way I'm not intruding, but that way I can keep an eye out too.
Very good. So you're trusting everyone else to watch the outside. You have the backside. Roll me a perception check, Pyre.
All right. Give me a moment here. 19.
Okay. You see that there's one stagehand currently working the entire backstage. He's mopped up the area a little bit, and he looks over at you being the only person back here, and just goes, "Are you supposed to be here?"
I am.
Okay.
Have I?
Oh.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I was gonna say, are you?
Yeah, I'm the stagehand.
Insight.
Go for it.
I think he's a stagehand, guys.
He is definitely a stagehand. Like, there's no doubt in your mind. He said it. He's wearing one of those, like, loser turtleneck things that Dresley used to wear, or other students used to wear in Dresley's club. All of those were theater kids. He's,
Oh, my turtleneck burnt up.
yeah. He's the captain now. But she moves over and onto the stage. You hear the crowd gives a short applause, and there's two bandmates that come out with her. One sits down at a piano, and the other one moves over to a bass, lifting it up, and begins strumming slowly. You all listen to this absolutely enchanting song that she produces. It's a song that sounds so sad, but is sung in a different language than many of you may understand. Whom here, if any of you, speak halfling? Nice.
Barnabas does.
Barnabas. The song that she is singing about seems to be one of freedom, one to entice and encourage people to rebel against their captors, one that encourages them to break free and become more, enjoy more in their life, breaking out of societal norms of working, grinding all day, all night. Just go out for a drive, enjoy your time, enjoy your life. It's honestly a very moving song, encouraging people to quit boring 9-to-5 jobs, to pursue a more relaxing, simple life, live off the land, enjoy it. It's very halfling in nature. Though she doesn't directly say anything like burn down the government buildings, like most halfling songs say. It's lucky they're so small and adorable, people might take them seriously. But yeah, it's a lovely song. Then she continues her set, enticing more and more people to join the decks as all of these songs seem to be so incredibly pure and motivational towards the heirs. Lenny, you notice in one of the trees, when you move a bird into it to shake things around, one of the branches bellows downwards and then slings back up, almost as if something further back on the branch had been alerted and then ran.
It looks like it ran away from the like the hanging branch.
Yes.
Can I try to cause the heron to move towards that direction? See if it continues to run.
Okay, yeah. You move the heron further out while the boat's still cruising, and roll me another perception. Get your money's worth out of those glasses. 17.
Yeah.
Whatever it was seems to have not moved horizontally, but vertically upwards.
So it got higher up into the tree. Let me see here. How loud is the music for
Oh.
Melorosa?
Very, very loud.
Okay, I'm gonna try to have the illusion just kind of squawk, or whatever noise herons make, and see if that continues to chase the thing further away.
Roll me a nature check. Let's see what you think herons sound like. Okay, you don't have it just start screaming, "Warning! Warning!"
Yeah.
It gives a very like a honking sound, more in kinship to ducks and geese, you would assume. So you let it do that for a moment, and you keep going past, and you hear one of the one of the nobles on the ship just, "Oh, stupid birds! Don't they know we're trying to listen to music?"
Who is the closest to me in the party?
That would be Barnabas.
Okay, I will quickly message Barnabas and say something up in the tree above us. Assuming it's just a normal animal, hopefully, but I'm keeping eyes on it. That's it.
Barnabas, you notice at the other side of the ship that the oil tycoon ends up going below deck during one of her performances. He seemed to have waited specifically until enough of the crowd would be captivated that he slips through them without being noticed. You, however, you're staring at those stairs. You notice. He goes below deck.
I'm just gonna head to the stairs at least. And see if I can see where he went down the stairs.
Okay. You go over there. Are you trying to be unseen as you're doing so, or don't care?
I don't think I care right now, because I'm still up on the upper deck, so...
All right. Well, then. As you go over there, roll me a survival check. This is you listening to the footsteps to determine where he is heading. Harvey is watching below deck, guys. We can trust Harvey. 10. He went down the stairs and he turned left, which points out that he's going to the corridor with all of the rooms by it. At the end of that corridor is where the gambling hall is, and at the end of the gambling hall is where the servants' quarters below deck are. He could have also have gone to the dining hall, which was to the right instead of the left, and at the other end of the dining hall would have been recreation rooms, workout rooms, things like that. And the crew's quarters.
I'm gonna go down the stairs just to see if I can see him going down one of the hallways.
Okay. You go down the stairs. Still not stealthing?
Nope.
Okay. When you turn the corner, you see him going to his room and putting the key in, turning it, and walking inside.
Okay.
You have the ledger, so you know that's his room.
Alright, I'll go back upstairs then.
Okay. Now, the performance continues. Pyre, as you are standing there listening, the utterly captivating nature of this incredible story that she is weaving in her song, the stagehand walks up next to you and puts his hand on your shoulder, and he offers you a joint.
Nah, I'm on the job. Sorry.
Yeah, so am I. He goes and keeps smoking. She is something else, ain't she?
That is very worrying that you're smoking on the job, but yeah, no, she's pretty.
It helps me be creative.
You can't be creative without weed.
Are you judging me?
No, I'm just asking.
Oh. Nah, I mean, it's good stuff. There's this Dwarven guy who was selling it in the gambling hall last night. It's really good stuff.
What was his name?
I didn't ask.
God damn it,
That's
Durin.
That
You better make some money off of this.
You know, I have a slight idea of who it could be, but you know, I'll have to ask around a little bit.
Turin's always passively selling weed, guys.
Hey, question for you actually. I don't think I asked. Have
Shouldn't
you
he?
have you besides the snake thing yesterday? Have you ever seen anything odd happening lately? Like maybe some weird people on the ship that don't normally belong.
Roll me a persuasion roll, because you did just judge him, so he might not be as amicable.
But I said I wasn't judging him, and I was being honest.
Yeah, but you know, he's worried. Like, he's... What, you're a
Yeah,
cop?
6. He's high though, so the DC should be like a 10 or a 5.
Not a 5. Look at you. What are you, a cop? And he walks away.
I'm literally security.
So you're a narc. I get it.
Okay, so you want the pretty woman to get her. Good to know.
Wait, what? What? Roll me intimidation now.
I
You have to tell me if you're...
don't have that either. One.
What? Yo, don't threaten her, dude.
I'm literally her protection.
What
do you
the
mean
hell?
about
Hey,
it?
God, like, this motherfucker, Dresley, he's making a scene back behind stage now. To the point where even Melorissa's getting distracted.
Can I?
Do you think, Dresley? Kill him. Kill him. He knows too much.
So the entire stage is 30 feet, right?
Yeah, but he's back behind stage. You're behind one of the curtains on the stage. But you hear all of this happening, and if you peek out, you can see over there. This guy is about to out Pyre first, doing something, and make a scene.
Okay. Can I, with a running jump, could I then teleport right and tackle this guy and cover his fake mouth?
Oh, you could teleport right next to him, no problem.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
I'll face step, and it's like, yeah.
What save does he get? Or do you...
He gets nothing. This is just teleportation.
Oh, in your current phase step is... Okay.
My current phase step, if someone's within 5 feet of me, they can become frightened. But this one's just, 5 feet of me, not where I end up.
Oh, when you leave,
Start,
not when
not
you
end.
arrive. Okay, gotcha. Sorry, there's so many different misty steps now. You go over there, roll me a sleight of hand check.
That's a dirty 20.
Yeah, as he... Yo, this guy is... Oh. Pyre, you have no idea where Dresley just came. He just put his hand over the guy's mouth.
Yeah.
I just flick my dagger right in front of his eyes. It's like, you are on a boat surrounded by man-eating lizards of every variety that I gutted with this knife. Would you like to swim with them?
Roll me intimidation with advantage, because you just appeared out of fucking nowhere.
It'd be funny to roll 2 natural ones.
Oh, come
Why
on.
would you say that? Here, that has happened.
That only ever happens when I say it'll happen.
But it would be very funny. There's a one in there.
You just drop it on accident and stab your own foot.
Oh shit!
But no, he'll
21.
like move away from you. Man,
No,
you
I
killed...
got him by the mouth. He's got to shake his head side to side.
He'll nod his head.
Okay, good. So you're gonna go ahead and do your job and not say anything. Understand? Good boy. Now take your pot and get the hell out of here.
As he's walking away, he just murmurs, "Man, I can't believe he killed every single gator." And he just walks.
Appreciate that. He was high.
Yeah, I noticed. We gotta tell Durin to cut back on selling things when we're on missions.
Especially on a mission like this. Have you seen anything yet? As I'm talking, I'm turning back to keep an eye out on the other stage.
I've been trying to be out of sight in case someone tried to get up through something here. Did a once over of the deck before the show. It seems fine.
Yeah, let's hope it stays fine. I haven't seen anything on my side, but I don't know. Feels a bit too quiet.
Actually, on that note, I'm gonna burn a channel divinity and activate my divine sense, since everyone is here.
It spreads out across the vessel. You don't pick up on anything that stands out.
Okay, that's good. Do I pick up on anything happening under the ship for some reason?
No.
Okay.
No.
Well, I guess I'm here with you now. There's no way in hell I'm gonna be able to... I'm not gonna just teleport just to be back in the middle of nowhere.
So,
Yeah,
go on.
just
Go
keep
on.
an eye out
Hunter
then.
anyway? Oh,
What's
sorry.
that?
Where'd you park Hunter anyway?
He's on the side of the theater, or like on the stage. That if I can't get there in time, I told him to go over there and basically use himself as a human shield if someone starts shooting at it or something.
Mark.
So, most of them have spells upon them. FYI, I don't know if there's a spell that could be hiding their true nature. True? Who knows? But anyways, Durin, I just consider that covering your expenditures. You do enough to not ever have to spend money on anything.
Fair.
I'm sorry, I thought this was America. Sure, Randy.
I'll be back really
That
quick.
is what I was quoting.
Yeah. But anyways, her performance continues, and it is so incredibly captivating and so lovely. During the time, the entire ship has wandered their way either to the upper deck to listen or the lower deck to watch and listen. At the end of it, she finishes with a graceful bow, and everybody is giving her the loudest applause ever. At that time, Barnabas, you see the first mate walking back up the stairs. He seems to have something underneath a silk blanket over his left hand as he's walking directly towards the stage.
I'm just kind of try and gently grab his arm.
Sleight of hand.
Oh, it probably won't be all that gently.
You are the only non-rogue.
Yes. But I'm a good bodyguard, I'm telling you.
Wow.
You
Good
step
job,
right
Barnabas.
over to the one underneath the
Yeah, I just,
Okay.
yeah.
you grab, and he snaps his attention over towards you.
I need to check that before you give anything to her.
Okay. And he'll move the cloth off, and you see a bottle of 60-year-old champagne.
Yeah.
And 2 glasses.
Okay. I'll let him go. Just give him a nod and step back.
He'll keep heading over to the stage. He gets up there, where he gets a bottle, handing it to her, and loudly declares, "Everyone, the lovely, beautiful, and intoxicating Melorissa Wayne!" And she, boop, pops the bottle, which goes flying the cork over as she begins pouring the first 2 glasses for herself and the captain.
At
I
that
would
moment,
cast,
gunshot was not
poison.
heard.
What'd you say, Darren?
I would cast detect poison.
So you know
It's
all alcohol
It's
is
gonna count as
poison.
poison.
But
True.
unless they updated detect poison to make it like identify the poison, you know? Did they?
Give me a second. To
That's
double
why I
check that.
didn't cast Cure Poison. Because I was
Oh,
afraid it would
Could
ruin
have
the
made it
champagne.
sparkling grape juice.
Yeah.
Why does it taste like
Oh,
grapes?
it does. It says you sense the kind of poison, creature, or contagion in each case.
Yes! You detect the most common poison in the world, alcohol.
Well, nothing wrong with that.
And as she begins pouring out glasses to many of the individuals, the performance seems to have been done. And when we come back from break, we have the next difficult task at hand. You all have to find a way to get her away from the crowd, sneak off the ship, so that she can go meet up with somebody in the middle of the bayou. Players, thank you all very much for playing. Viewers, thank you for watching. Yeah, we'll see you in just a little bit.
I didn't.
We are back, everybody. So, the crowd is invigorated by her performance. So many people are going up to Melorissa, shaking her hand, and just being completely in love with how well orchestrated everything was. How amazing the songs were, the meanings, the messages. Of course, many of them have no actual concept or grasp of the reality and nature of her song's truer messages. Though, Barnabas, you do, because you hear at least one of them in a different language. She sang in 3 different languages, by the way. Just, put that out there. Yep. But anyways, you have to find a way to sneak her out from the crowd. A way so that you can sneak off the ship and vessel without being seen.
Well, I'm assuming to get her off the crowd, we'll just do the full bodyguard move of everyone surround her and just push forward.
I mean, if that's your tactic.
Yeah, I'll sit on Hunter's shoulder so I don't get trampled.
All right, Lenny out in front. Move, please.
Why aren't you moving?
Excuse me, sir. Move. So you
I
guys,
mean, if
all
we
right, then
wanna be-
group athletics check if that's what you're doing. That's.
I mean, if we want to be fancy, Barnabas, you can get on Sir Quaxalot and do a bunch of like rope stuff.
Why do we need to be fancy?
I don't know.
Any athletics check. A
I'm gonna turn
dirty
into a
one.
bear.
At that, a
Oh,
dirty
there we
one.
go. Duran's got this.
God damn you! I don't want to be seen leaving, right?
We're just getting you off the ship and back to your room. We'll deal with it from there.
Also, Darren, keep in mind, in the new wild shape, you can still speak common.
Nothing to see here, just a bear guiding a girl through places.
My emotional support bear. Intimidation with advantage, Durin. Oh,
Okay.
well, yeah. Yeah, people are getting the fuck out of your way as you're just wading your way down the stairs. Full burn.
Can I try to act like, while this is all going on, like, be like her PR team's like, yes, you're all very kind. Just allow her a few moments to go down, get changed. She'll be back up later tonight. All that fun stuff.
Sure, roll a performance check.
That's a 24.
Nice. All right. So, the crowd disperses and many people are interested in hearing her, oh, she'll be back later? Wonderful, we can't wait. Oh, yeah, that'll be awesome. Awesome. Why is there a bear? And you all slip away downstairs. She looks at you all. I do have to be unseen leaving the ship, by the way. How do we suppose we're going to be doing that?
That won't be an issue.
Why
We
not?
just need to get you somewhere where they won't be able to see me cast a spell upon you, and then you'll be invisible. I think
Oh.
Barnabas will take care of the rest.
Very well.
You're not afraid of heights, are you?
How high are we talking?
Flying?
How high are we talking?
Point toward the crow's nest with the goose in it.
Couple 100 feet.
Yes, I'm afraid of that.
All right, well, it'll be quick.
Okay.
Don't worry, I'll be with you the whole time.
You're not afraid, are you? Yes. Too bad. So.
Well, I was hoping you wouldn't be a bitch about it.
Here, take this blindfold and cigarette.
Yeah, you have eyelids, close them.
Here, take this, it helps.
What do you hand her?
I don't know, whatever.
A random pill from his bag.
This is the one that either makes you more anxious or less anxious.
Hey, let's be fair. Durin is many things. He's a drug dealer, a pot grower, and a chemical manufacturer, but he does not push pills.
Fair,
Yes.
yeah. Hey, you're not... That's big pharma.
Not like,
They're bad.
not like.
They're bad. They're pretty bad.
Right, so it's a random plant for her to chew on.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to
Just
be a pill.
Lick this frog. Like...
This'll help.
In a few levels, that'll just be one of my forms. It'll be like, just look at me.
oh,
my God,
oh,
that's
no.
somebody's face.
No.
The sad part is, I know where he learned that. Because he already did that with the Fey Dragon.
And that worked out well for us.
That worked. Anywho, you guys slip downstairs into her quarters. She is made invisible, unseen. Now, everybody, you all need to sneak away. Those of you that aren't invisible. Barnabas, you successfully crafted an actual alibi for what you're doing. So you don't
Yes.
have to sneak.
Because I can't sneak.
Everyone else, sneak.
All right, yeah.
Or where would y'all want me, by the way?
But you need to come with us. We're all leaving the ship, Pyre.
No, I know that, but I'm asking.
Oh.
I don't know if did you guys say I was invisible?
No, she is.
Okay,
Yeah,
fantastic.
you're a rogue, so you can sneak.
I'm a rogue.
Practically.
No.
You have every ability a rogue has except bonus action disengage.
17. I'm a rogue hunter here.
See, look at that.
So that's
Yeah.
another natural 30.
I know.
No
I
one-
Come on, Hunter. Just don't roll a 1.
It's gonna roll 2. See what I mean?
Oh.
Oh no, roll a 4.
Wow. Okay, then. So,
Way to bring down the average.
And I didn't preps pass that trace.
who needs to? All right, so Durin, did you roll stealth? Oh, yeah, you did.
I did,
So
26.
24, 27, 30, 26, 17, and 3. Divided by 5 comes out to 26. Yes, you lowered the curve to 26 higher. Wait, why
I
is that?
didn't.
Why is
No,
that?
what-
Oh, I fucked up. I fucked up with the
I
24.
didn't. Hunter did.
Yeah, that 24 was a performance check.
And that's divided by 5. Okay, so it came down to 21. Reasonable. So, as you head upstairs, Barnabas, you see one of the crewmen up there looks at you. Nightly fly?
Yes. I'll probably be gone a little longer than usual tonight, but
We'll make sure we keep the landing strip available for you.
I appreciate it.
You get over to Sir Quaxalot and you just hear her whispering to you, "How do I mount this thing?" Or, sorry, how do I mount this thing?
Don't worry, I will help, and so will he. And I'll speak in Sylvan to
Sir Quaxalot.
Sir Quaxalot. You're gonna have a second passenger. Drop low. She's not accustomed to this.
And he'll lower himself, and you have to, like, help her. Roll me a sleight
Yeah.
of hand check to do that without looking, you know, suspicious.
What, you've never seen a lady's leg impression on the backside of a goose before?
Barnabas, you start doing stretches where you put your knee out for her to step onto, and you
Like-
realize she's still wearing her fucking heels. Good stretch, good stretch. The guy just looks over at you as you're stretching, and she gets, I think I need to hoist my skirt a little bit more, and you like begin twisting. Yep, so that she can like grab onto you and adjust herself properly, and
The good news is you're invisible, so all of your modesty is maintained.
well, really, I wasn't worried about you. Some of the other ones maybe, but you not so much. Then you slowly scoot up towards like the front of Sir Quaxalot.
No, I was gonna sit behind her because I remember I have a saddle.
Oh, so you're seated way the fuck back instead.
Yeah.
As he
Yeah.
looks over at you, he's like, "Huh, lowrider."
Yeah, got to get used to riding in different positions. It's all part of the training.
Okay. And he turns away and keeps minding his own business as Sir Quaxalot takes off flying. Everyone else, you are sneaking through the lower deck. Now, Lenny and Durin snuck around before investigating the whole ship, or was that Dresley and Lenny?
I snuck around this morning to search the front of the stage. Jeez.
I think when we first got here, it was me and Lenny.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but we
that's
weren't really
right.
sneaking. We were just like scanning with detect magic and stuff.
Yes. So the two of you can roll me a history check to see if you recall where the rafts are.
Gonna go well.
Oh.
14 does it. During
Okay.
you were not looking for rafts. Lenny, over towards the dining hall, there's a short corridor where there's the rooms of all of the crew, the captain's quarters, things like that. On that area, there's this like short little walking ledge, and they have various different life rafts connected to the side of the ship. So you guys sneak your way over there, walk around the ledge. And none of you have any sailing background, so you have to rely on Pyre to figure out how to lower these boats to the water without making too much noise.
Shit. Alright. What do I need to roll for? Alright, what do I have to roll for that?
Tinkerer's Wisdom.
Fantastic. Why not intelligence? I'm a smart boy.
You
Yeah,
are
yes.
smart, but you're trying to figure out how everything works, not knowing how everything
Yeah.
works.
That is fair. You know what? Just in case, because my wisdom is only a 1, I am going to retroactively throw flash genes on this.
All right.
Just for the sake of giving him advantage, since I blew up a bunch of oil rigs but said we salvaged things, do we know anything about, like, lowering things?
Okay, yeah, you can help him out with it. You've seen some of your guys do it once or twice.
There you go, Pyre.
Fantastic. I didn't need it.
27. You
No,
said your flash
30,
of geniusing. Yeah.
32.
Yep.
I really know my ships.
You
for
look-
some reason.
You look up there and you see there's 3 different pulleys. One is keeping it flush against the ship itself, and 2 of them would be the hoist upwards to get to people on the upper deck and hoist downwards to get to the lower deck. So you climb up, propping yourself up on top of Hunter to disengage the one that allows it to fall sideways. And once it's like that, you climb into the vessel itself and start lowering it.
Oh, I made pizza.
Oh, nice!
Yeah.
Pizza for me?
Sorry, my wife just woke up.
You're good.
So
I'll mute you. You're good. Where was I at? I heard pizza and my brain just disconnected. Channel my inner Ilvorn.
Dropping the lowering the raft.
Oh, yes, you lower it down. And this is the first one you're lowering down, because with the amount of people you have, you are going to need 2. You and Hunter will fit into 1 by yourselves. So, you climb up there, lower the second one down, and then you see bread almost magically appear right next to you all. You guys are doing such an exceptional job about being unseen. I'm real proud of you.
Just follow us wherever we go. Like, is this what's happening here?
That's my job. Yep.
How? I have questions, but for later.
Very well. I'll be more than happy to answer most of your questions for you, young man.
Do you want to buy weed?
No, sir, I am not a connoisseur of the devil's lettuce, but I respect your right to be able to consume and put whatever you want into your body so long as you are not harmful to those in your proximity.
Okay.
So he is in the ship the boat with Lenny, Durin, and Dresley. Pyre and Hunter are in one by themselves. As you lower the boat downwards, there's one more thing you guys didn't account for. You are rowing away from the boat, clearly visible on the swamp's edge and waters. Is there any precautions you all wish to take surrounding that?
Checking to see. I'm assuming we're leaving as soon as Barnabas is taking off. Let me see here. Stack magic.
I don't suppose there were any fireworks we could have lit on top deck before we left.
No, you guys didn't think that far ahead.
Oh, don't worry, I can still do that. Harvey's still somewhere in there.
Yeah. Harvey was tracking after the first mate.
He would love to change tacks to go and light something on fire.
Are you gonna telepathically communicate to him? Do you have that option?
I think so. Let me double check.
Yeah, please double check. And if not, you have a Lenny.
Big, can you make a minor illusion?
At 90 feet away, I can.
Oh, I meant like you
skies.
can message Lenny. Or
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you can. I'm sure between the illusionist, the pyromaniac, and the performer, and the artificer, you guys have a way to make a distraction. I just want to hear what it is.
How big are these rafts?
Big enough to support like 5 people in them at a time.
So I'd say like maybe a 2x4 space.
Yeah, a little bit bigger than that, but yeah.
Okay. $20-foot cube. All right. Well, if things really do go south, if we can just keep our boats close to each other, I can cast Major Image over us and make it just seem like we're not here, maybe. But that'll make me lose concentration on the invisibility.
If you want to roll a perception check, you may.
I have an idea.
60.
I don't think it would work.
Sir Quaxalot and Barnabas, and presumably her, have already flown out of eye shot of the visual range of the ship.
Okay. I'll keep it on here for now until we need to do something else. I don't want Barnabas getting targeted while he's away from us because she's visible. But yeah, I guess at the very least, I will try to cast message out to Harvey, see if he can at least cause a little bit of a ruckus to draw attention away from the side of the ship where we are.
Well, what do you say to Harvey?
Let me think here.
Also, for the record, apparently I can't communicate telepathically with him, though I can just instantaneously cast a spell centering on him. So I could
Very
just
fire. Let's go.
blazing hands just
Fireball!
upwards.
Just right on top of him.
Just cast a loud as all heck shatter or something.
I'm gonna
I'm
have
just
to roll
saying.
to see where he's at if you do that, by the way. Like, I have a rough idea, but, like... I can
Some
go
exploding
someplace.
hamster just killed some of the people.
3 of our passengers are dead. The captain is bleeding out. Just...
Well, initially I'll ask Durin and say, what do you want me to send to Harvey? Do you have anything specific? I don't know if he'll actually listen to me if I tell him to do something.
Just tell him we need a distraction,
All right,
Yep. And then he has free reign to figure out how to do that.
perfect.
I will say, we have 5 bottles of whiskey we could turn into fireworks. Does anyone have catapult?
No.
Damn.
Alright, you got a grease spell? Because I can make some Molotovs.
The good news is I have it. The bad news is I don't have it prepared.
Ah. Plan for later then.
I have an innate catapult that's called gun.
Do you have grease?
Would you
That
believe I
doesn't
told
work
you?
that way anymore, remember?
Would you believe I even told you that artificers don't get grease, which is really fucking weird?
Really? That is
Yeah.
That is weird. Well, at the very least, I'll go ahead and send that message over to Harvey and say, Durin says to cause a distraction, have fun. You have free reign.
Boy, I don't know if you can fucking hear what I'm about to do. Shit's about to get real. Give me 1 minute.
You message him not to kill anyone, and we'll give him a sip of Fey wine.
He's out of range.
Damn.
He works quick.
Well, he's pure chaos, so I'm gonna roll a D100. I'll say
That's how many people he kills?
70 or higher. He does a harmless thing to be a distraction.
Oh no.
That was almost 77.
It was. That would have been funny. 37. As you guys are waiting there, you all hear this loud explosion on the other side of the ship, and people start freaking the fuck out as now you see just plumes of smoke coming from the other side.
A for effort, Harvey. A for effort.
Oh, he has everybody on the ship's attention in that area.
Seeing that as a result of what we're doing, shit. If anybody asks, after the explosion, we all stayed in Melarasa's room because we didn't know if there was danger. We needed to protect her, so we didn't come back up.
All right. So you guys skedaddle. You manage to sneak away. As you are rowing your boats away. Oh, let me check the dynamic lighting on this map because before it was kind of fucked up. And it's nighttime as well. Ooh. There's going to be a music change. You can change the order that you're on the boats, but you can't move your boats, unfortunately.
Can I be where Ted is, or Brett is?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
So, this does not sound like a bayou at all.
Sounds like a jazz club.
Yeah.
You need more frog crooks.
Yeah.
Or banjo.
Need to dig a little deeper.
Nope.
I remember that song.
Come on, dance to number 5.
Here we go. Now, the night air hangs thick with humidity. As you all slip quietly through the sapphire siren under the heavy shadows of the moonless clouds. The grand music and laughter from the upper deck dulls into the distance as your small life raft creaks into the water. Lanterns along the boat flicker one by one, swallowed by the mist curling off the swamp's surface. The bayou opens around you, an endless tangle of murky water. Ooh, I lost my spot. Spanish moss drips like old lace from towering trees, swaying gently despite the still air. Strange sounds echo through the wet, dark. Chirps, croaks, an occasional splash of something unseen. Every now and then, a pair of amber eyes glint just beneath the waterline before vanishing into the reeds. Melorissa sits quietly at the front of the raft. At the front of Sir Quaxalot. Her shoulders wrapped in a shawl the color of the bayou mud. Her eyes never stop scanning the shadows. She'll whisper over to you, Barnabas. This ain't a place to speak loud, sugar. Remember that the swamp always remembers a voice. The paddle cuts through water, as shallow as a breath, gliding past snapping turtles, sunken into moss, and the silent drift of gators barely disturbing the surface. Insects hum like a choir with no conductor. The air grows cooler, heavier, and the deeper you travel, the more the world begins to feel old, timeless, like it's been waiting for you. And then, through the curtain of fog, you see it. A crooked little cabin nestled atop sun-bleached stilts, leaning like it's listening to the world around it. Its roof is layered with scales of rusted tin and moss, and glass bottles hang from the eaves, chiming with ghostly clinks when the breeze stirs them. The soft glow of a lantern burns inside, casting long shadows on the warped wooden walls. A narrow, rotting dock stretches out from the cabin's perch, like a tongue tasting the swamp. It barely looks like it can hold your weight, but Melorissa doesn't hesitate. All right, bring me over there to the dock, and y'all are waiting outside.
I guess since we're here, I'm gonna pop another channel divinity for divine sense.
Okay.
You talking about this dock up here?
Yes.
I can't move her, so.
Yeah, I got her. As you lower down over there. Roll me a perception check, Barnabas.
Mostly making sure she doesn't fall in the water. I'm focused on her dismounting.
All right. Everyone else, as you continue rowing, you see her step onto the dock before slipping away and heading on inside. You all pull up out front, where Barnabas and Sir Quaxalot are just waiting. And this is where we pick up this session, guys. What are we doing once you all reconvene?
I am going to cast Detect Magic. I will not ritual. I'll go ahead and spend the spell slot to get it up now. And just see if there's any magic emanating from anywhere within the radius of me. I think it's 30 feet.
He says outside, so like on the stonework is fine, right?
Yeah. All right. So, Lenny, you cast Detect Magic, and you do sense that there is quite a few different magical items inside of that establishment. Some of them conjurative, some of them transmutive. a few of them divination in nature, and quite a few that are illusory as well.
I'll cast message to everyone once at a time to kind of just inform them of what I'm seeing. Sorry, go ahead.
Now, Dresley, as you get closer to the building, originally you didn't sense anything, but I want you to roll me a perception check.
Ooh. Natural 2026.
All right, bro, save some for everyone else, okay? Like, you don't need all... No, that's great.
Considering how many shit rolls I've had with Dresley at the beginning of this campaign?
Fair. As you get closer in towards the building, at first you don't glean any type of magic afoot here. Nothing at all. Nothing otherworldly. Until you start walking across the dock and you realize there's a small break in one of the... Ooh, wait. There's a small break in one of the boards where as you pass by, you sense multiple fiends inside. 3.
I guess the question is, can I tell the difference if they're devils or demons?
Does it specify fiend or?
It specifies fey, fae, and undead.
Then it's just fiend to you.
Okay. I guess I should ask, is this ground desecrated?
Yes, it is.
Right. I've dealt with fiends before. I'll just keep my... I guess I'll... She said she has a way to give us a signal in case shit goes down, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Did she tell us it's going to be obvious?
She said it'll be obvious.
I just imagine it's going to be a scream.
So my question is that gap in the board thematically enough for me to face step to her if I needed to? I just need to be able to see her.
You can see inside, but you can't see her. But you can see inside.
Okay, so I'd be able to just snap my fingers and get in there if I need to. Okay.
Yes. Now, since you're the one close by, you don't see the individual in there, but you certainly hear her. As Melorissa has walked closer inwards towards her, you hear a little bit of calling from birds inside. Well, if it wouldn't be the most beautiful voiced woman in all the lands. So glad you came all the way out here to speak to poor little Auntie. Auntie Glode, pleasure. I figured it's about time that you and I have a conversation with one another. Oh, you figured we should have a conversation. How curious. You see, I don't remember inviting you here to my home, but given the fact that you brought all those delicious young men out here, I would be remiss if I didn't give you the opportunity to speak your mind. So go ahead. Tell me what's on your mind. You can sense an uncomfortable nature to Melorissa in there. I want you to know that I'm not going to stop what I'm doing. I'm going to keep singing, no matter what. I don't care how much money I have to put into making sure I stay safe. I'm back, and I'm going to stay back. Oh, dear girl. You're adorable. You really think that that's an option for you, don't you? You came all the way here, what, as a show power? To threaten me? No, 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 no. You ain't gonna be threatening me. Not Auntie. Never Auntie. See, your mama came through here once. She left quite a few pieces of herself behind. And I make sure I stay good on all my deals and promises. I recommend that you do the same thing. You don't understand. These people I brought with me here, they are more strong than you are. And if you don't promise to back off, then I'm going to tell them to come in here and finish you off. Really? You sense the chair in there moving, creaking as she moves forward, Dresley, and you can just barely see the woman. As she leans forward, there's a glowing lantern that is moved with her on the other side off of some hanging hook that she carries with her on a stick. You see her very dark but beautiful complexion and the most eerily green eyes you have ever seen in your life. Certainly not something that any mortal has had as a feature.
Can I thieves can't sign language Lenny to like everybody get position?
I see that. I will cast message to you. Go, what's going on? Why? What?
I just whisper in my mind's face, get ready.
Now, as the conversation... I'm sitting down 1 second, guys. The conversation continues like this for a little bit. Auntie, you know I have no disrespect towards you, but that deal was made without me. I'm not liable to pay for it, any more than you would be liable to pay for someone else. I'm sorry, but I'm back. There's still too much good in the world that I can do. You can't take that away from me. Not yet. Oh, poor little girl. What you want to do and what you think you can do is of little consequence. Your mama made a pact to have the child with the voice that could even tempt an angel. And her promise was that when that voice has enchanted enough people, it'll belong to me. If you insist on continuing singing despite me telling you to stop, then I'm gonna have to take it from you. And those little boys out there, there's something about a few of them, but there ain't no way they're gonna be able to take Auntie Glode out. Never. You're better off trying to go to a bigger adventuring party. But then again, you know what would happen if I heard about something like that, don't you? Those pieces of your mama might have to come into use. Now, your mama's already dead and gone. But her soul can be treated any number of different ways right now. See, I don't necessarily wish to torment a soul. No, I'm not that type of person. I like to treat them based off of how good they treated me in their life. And your mama made good on her deal, but if her daughter is going to be going up against me, is going to be challenging me, well, sins of the child and all that. What do you mean? You don't have any sway over her soul. That's she promised you bits of herself. Yes, and what bits do you think they were? She gave me her sight, sure. She gave me her hearing, absolutely. And I gave you a voice. But in order to make the deal worth my while, I had to take her soul as well. And no silly little fae are going to be able to disrupt me.
Can I tell if that was directed at her or me?
Insight check.
Man.
Well, you have an eerie feeling like she might be aware of you. But anyways, thank you for coming all the way out here, of course. I'll be taking my gift back from you, well, when I deem I really truly need it. And those friends of yours outside, those hired help, you really want me to kill all of them? Drizzly, you're the only person aware of this conversation happening. You can see Melorissa off just barely, and her confidence has waned quite a bit at this point. And she seems to be questioning everything she's done thus far. Are you doing anything?
That's a dirty deal if I've ever heard one. I have an idea. Can I take out my horn and start playing one of her songs to try to give her confidence?
Sure, roll me a performance check.
Because at the end of the day, it's her call.
All right. I have to reload the page, guys. 1 second.
All right, I'll wait.
Yeah. Roll 20.
One day it might be passable.
I mean, it works like most of the time. I think I just do too many things, I think.
Too many assets in one setting.
Yeah. Which sucks, because I just want to use all of them. And of course, if they didn't do server-side and they made it client-side, I'd be able to do it no fucking problem. But their server only handles so much, you know?
All right, you back in?
Yes, I am.
That's a 24.
All right.
I don't know what her songs would be, but that's the closest I'm getting.
Yeah, jazz. This is just jazz. That's her songs.
Lenny's gonna see you start playing music. He's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" He's gonna cast message. Be like, "What are you doing?"
Get on the fucking island.
I don't know what you said.
He's being fucking weird, Hunter. I think he's possessed. Take him out. No, I'm just kidding.
Hunter, get
You
him.
would have heard it without the jazz accompaniment. Get on the fucking island.
Okay.
I'll have Hunter carry me over like a little princess.
Of course, of course.
I'll go right there.
Can we see how deep this water is?
Oh yeah, the water's easily like 6 feet deep.
This is why I'm having Hunter carry me through it.
Yep.
Not gnome depth.
No.
I can swim, but I've got a giant robot, so
Are we okay to move a bit as long as we don't try and go inside the building?
Absolutely.
I just want
Okay.
to go around back.
Yeah, I'll get onto the boat.
Good. So, you all begin repositioning yourselves around the building. Seeing Dresley alert is the most alerting thing for all of you. However, as you begin to get situated, your performance seems to spark a little bit of attention from Melorissa, as she can hear it, and she looks over at the wall at you, Dresley, right where you're standing. She begins to take a deep breath. You know, you can go fuck yourself. And she lets out a loud scream for help. All right, everybody, roll me some initiatives.
All right. We won't be able to save your voice, but she'll be stuck in hell for a little bit. Everyone, make sure to remember to roll with advantage.
Where the fuck is the initiative?
Oh.
Because my sword,
Oh, that's...
If they're within the range.
pretty much everyone is. It's 30 feet now.
Oh, yeah, okay. Let me roll again.
I don't know how far Barnabas is because I can't see on the other side of the map.
I'm within 30 of you.
Ooh.
No, you have to
Which-
go out to the side to determine 30.
Oh,
This circle here, that's
Much-
30.
Much
Oh, so I'm
nicer.
not within 30, so
Nope.
mine would be
everyone
8
but
then.
Barnabas.
Where the fuck is the initiative button? There it is.
Much nicer. That immediately boosted my initiative by 10.
Hell yeah. Oh, that's not the right one. Is this the right one? Hell yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot to add in Auntie's house.
House?
Huh?
Oh, she's Baba Yaga.
Oh.
Dresley, you are going first. As soon as you see her begin to look like she's going to call for help, you jump into action. What would you like to do?
Well, I guess since I can't see inside, is
You can see
she
like
within?
right here.
Oh, she's within 5 feet of me.
No, she's over here. But like you can clearly see a place to teleport to right there.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, she's right there.
All right, then I will. Is that a good use of my bonus action? The door's right here. Five, 30, and I have 10 more movement. Screw it. Okay, I'm gonna face step in here. Oh, I would have been able to make it. Fuck. All right. Well,
There
too
was a
bad.
wall. There was a wall there. You weren't gonna make it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I just pull out my weapons and I just look at her and I just like Killmonger in Black Panther. Hi, Auntie.
That's cultural
I-
appropriation. No, that's
Wakanda's not a place. Technically.
it is in a lot of people's hearts.
So is
So does
Avatar. It doesn't make it
Ohio,
right.
Yeah.
Or real.
It is more real than Ohio is. Anyways,
Okay, that takes my bonus action. I I forget the free casting of. It doesn't specify. I'm able to do it for free, but it's not. It still takes a bonus action to do it, right?
Yes. It just doesn't
Okay,
cost you a spell slot, which means you could still use a spell as your main action.
Right. Okay. So, swing number 1.
You go swiping out where Auntie is, and she's leaning over the table, so like you see right where her neck is. And as your blade is coming down, she just moves her crook and deflects it casually.
Right, second swing. 16.
As you go swinging it a second time, this time aiming much lower down towards her, she stands up quickly and slams her staff that just barely misses.
Okay. All right. Scimitar. Nick.
Yeah.
21.
She will use her reaction and shield.
Okay.
As you come up quickly after she just parried, you see the green glow of the lantern pushes outwards, and the swipe just gets deflected away from her.
Okay.
Let me take off that spell slot, though.
And my bonus action was to teleport, so that is everything.
Oh, good boy. Coming right over to Auntie to make my life easier. At the end of your turn, she's going to use her first legendary action.
That's about right.
She swipes up hard and fast with her hand, and it looks like it misses you. 22 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
However, you feel something longer than where her hand was slice deeply into you and streak upwards, flicking your blood onto the ceiling. That'll be 19 points of slashing damage.
That's a lot.
All right, Dresley, that's your go. Lenny.
The hole that Dresley was looking through, how high is it? Is it a height that Lenny would be able to see through?
You could scurry high enough and jump and look through. You're going to have to... He used an action to be able to find it, but I think you would be able to look through it without an action.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
I'm
you
going to
would.
scurry up there real quick. And assuming I can see her from there,
No, you can't see her. You can see inside. Auntie is not visible through the gap.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know that, so I'm going to move forward and waste my movement anyways. That's 10 feet. I'm going to say, shit, I can't see.
You can see Melorissa, and you see, like, Dresley staggering backwards. You are the only person who doesn't consider this hallway difficult terrain, Lenny.
Perfect.
You're small. There's a lot of knickknacks, a lot of things like crooked flooring. It's difficult to move through for anyone else.
Is the doorway right here?
No, it's up here.
It's up there. Does it look like it's open from there?
It is, yes.
Okay. I am... I think that's all my movement. Hold on a second. What is this spell? This is probably an action. Yeah, it's an action. Damn it. Let's see. I'll go ahead and get this up now then. I am going to use a... No, I'm going to do this the free one. And I am going to use my action to summon my tiny fae. But I am going to do it with the free once a day, so it has half its health. Let's see here.
Illusion wizards.
Yeah, this thing. I can only do that once per. And I don't have the spell components for summon beasts, so that's basically one and done for today. Let me see here. Grab the tiny Fey token. And I'm going to summon it right by the doorway.
All right.
And what's the HP you use? 30. So blue's HP, so it'll have 15.
What's the name of the sheet?
Tiny Fey.
Okay.
It'll have 15 HP because it's halved with my special thing, and then 15 AC because it's still technically a 3rd level spell. And I can't quite see her, but I'm going to have the tiny Fey fly in and attack Auntie twice. Oh no, half spell level rounded down. So no, actually only once.
Alrighty. That's the tiny
yeah.
little goes-
You basically see this little pixie kind of get summoned, outfitted in purple. By this point, you can tell most likely Lenny's favorite color. Everything he's getting is purple. But he has this purple little pixie come out of nowhere, and she flies over, but she looks kind of spectral, not a real full illusion like Lenny normally whips up. It's going to fly forward towards Auntie, and then try to hit her with a little Fey Blade.
Yeah, Fey Blade.
Yeah,
It's Fey Blade. Let it rain.
That'll miss because of the shield,
Yes, it will.
but it will then use a bonus action, and I would choose Trixie to then face step over towards Melaressa, and then use her Darkness Sphere to cover Melaressa so she can't be targeted by sight requiring spells, at least for this moment.
So it is affixed to itself, the darkness?
It basically makes a 10-foot cube next to it, within 5 feet of it.
Okay, gotcha. So
And it only lasts one turn, so as soon as the next turn starts, the darkness disappears until it uses its next bonus action.
all right, so I'll just put it on top of it for now, and that's where it is.
Yeah. So it's just going to try to stay with her and keep her covered, at least until she gets out of the house.
Very well.
But that is my action. Bonus action for Lenny. I can't see nothing. I'm going to just try to make a whole bunch of ruckus over here. Try to fool the fiend.
Sure will.
That's my turn.
All right, well, Auntie will take an attack over at Tiny Fey at the end of its turn as her legendary action. She has disadvantage, though. Doesn't need it.
All right.
She misses.
Yeah.
She does not have spell sight. She's not that powerful.
Okay.
But now, it's Auntie's house. Who wants the responsibility of rolling the dice? You know what,
I'll do
Pyre?
it. Oh.
We never let Pyre be the one
That's fine.
responsible for everybody's, well, anything. So, Pyre.
Because I don't want to be responsible.
It's all right. Then we'll have Hunter roll. That'll be a D6.
Alrighty.
Three. Nice. The house begins to creak and moan as it begins moving around hectically. Everybody inside, I need you to give me a strength saving throw at disadvantage. Everybody on the outside, I need you to give me a strength saving throw. Lenny, you still count as out.
Okay.
Barnabas, you're not attached to it. You're flying behind, so you're good.
So I'm good?
You're good.
Okay.
All right.
Strength.
Durin, you're still standing up. Dresley, you're still standing up. Lenny, you are not.
Yeah. Would my Fae need to do this if they're
If it's flying, it's fine.
okay?
All right,
I
Melarissa.
think that's always fine.
Disadvantage doesn't matter anyway. She's prone. If you fail, you are prone.
You can hardly tell.
Pyre,
Standoff time, Durin.
Pyre, you got to roll that strength save.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
No.
He's being carried by Hunter.
Oh, Hunter then has to roll. Sir Quack's lot flies, so he's not affected by it.
I don't think he has advantage on this.
Nope.
No, he doesn't.
But he doesn't have disadvantage.
He doesn't, and he's got a really good saving throw strength.
All right, Hunter stays firmly planted, and you do on his shoulder.
Oh, shit!
Iron Giant style.
Thank God you installed that gyroscopic hips there.
It was meant for dancing, but this is good too. Anyways, Durin,
Alright, I'm gonna try to get inside the house.
go for
I'm
it.
assuming there's a door.
Over by Lenny, who's currently lying next to it. 20 gets you where Lenny is, and then inside this hallway is difficult terrain.
Alright, so I get right there. That's not what I was hoping for. I guess I'll dash. 10, 20, 30. Still can't see shit.
It was right here. You moved past
Wow.
it.
Well, he couldn't see shit because it's covered in darkness
Yes,
right now.
there is magical darkness all in that hall.
Yay!
Oh, it's so dark. Why is the house so dark?
Darn, you said you dash, right?
Yep.
Okay, so heading over where this wall is, I need you to give me a dex save. Stop in time before you run headfirst into the wall.
This is a mistake.
14.
As soon as your face pops out of the darkness, you have like one more foot before the wall, and you slam your hands against it. Okay, this is not a door.
Where is the door?
Yeah, unfortunately you can't see it. It's darkness.
Sorry.
Hey, you stopped the singer from being hit, so yeah, that's good. You already helped her.
Alright, and I
Wait,
don't
where's
really have
Auntie?
any-
Where's
I
Auntie
don't know,
on
it's
the
fucking
initiative
dark in
track?
here.
I never saw her on there.
I did roll for her, right?
I only saw her house.
Yeah.
she's 15. Auntie.
Oh.
Do you have her hidden from us?
No, she's on the map. She's in front of you.
No, I meant like because you've hidden people on the initiative track.
Oh, yeah. No, she's in front of you.
If you can see the token, you should be able to see them on the initiative.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
weird. Anyways. There we go. All done, Darren?
Yeah, I don't really have any bonus actions, so...
Well, after Durin, it's Auntie's turn. You really dare to summon a little bit of Phase and bring Phase over to Auntie's house. That is so unfortunate. I really don't like these things. She'll pop out from the darkness, looking at you, Dresley. I have a feeling you might be a little bit dangerous. How about we give you something else to keep you entertained? As she moves her hand in front of you, you start to see the world darken. And she is going to cast Phantasmal Killer on you.
Oh, that could be bad.
DC 14 Wisdom save, Dresley.
Does this count as a charm effect?
You bet your ass.
Then I have advantage.
Oh wait, no, this is fear, not charm. They changed it and specified. It's fear, not charm.
Damn it! Double checking my fan ancestry. Okay, so no, it's only fear, it's only charm. Damn it. Alright, so wisdom saving throw. Well, my good rolls were gonna end eventually.
Fair enough. Alrighty, so... No, that's not the description, you asshole. Oh my god.
I take 4d10 psychic damage and have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls for however long this lasts. Holy fuck.
There's the spell description. So you tap into the nightmares of a creature you can see within range and create an illusion of its deepest fears visible only to that creature. The target makes a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the target takes 4d10 psychic damage. Ah! And has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls. Wait. And attack rolls for the duration. On a successful save, the target takes half as much. During the duration, the target makes a wisdom save at the end of each of its turns. On a failed save, it takes the psychic damage again. On a successful save, the spell ends. So what is this deep, dark, hellish nightmare that you begin to see, Dresley? The thing that terrifies you deeply more than anything else.
Living an honest life.
Working a 9 to 5.
Do I be funny or do I do the thing?
I'm
that-
asking you to be
before?
real. What is his real nightmare?
Gonna be his father.
He's proud of him.
Instead of seeing Auntie Glode, you see your father appear, stepping out from where she was standing. And he does the thing that bothers you more than anything else that he always does. He ignores you, treating you as if you are insignificant. Nothing, not even a thought in his mind as he passes by. It is soul-crushing. You take your 13th psychic, and now you are fighting your father, not Auntie Glode. That's her action. Paya.
Right. So, where's the entrance to this fucking little abode?
Where Lenny is.
All right, Lenny, coming through.
Hunter will never fit through there.
Oh, fan-fucking-tastic.
Get the wall open.
That is also true. Could Hunter just bash through the fucking wall?
He can certainly fucking try. Does he have the siege property?
I think he does, actually.
We'll double check.
Actually, he doesn't. That's a bit of a surprise.
Lenny, the only physical appearance of that effect is Dresley actively crying.
Okay.
Wait, he might be saying, "Oh no, oh no, oh no."
Dad?
So he has the multi-tool armament, which he can be used to break down obstacles, doors, and assist in mechanical repairs. I would argue that a wall is an obstacle.
You know what? Sure. The wall has 30 HP though.
Oh fuck. Okay, he's never gonna.
Oh,
without the siege
dude, he
power-
hits like a fucking truck.
If he's got the siege, it doubles.
He doesn't
no,
have
he does-
siege. He has what he
that's
just described.
That's the problem. Is he doesn't have siege, which means that it'd be a waste of time.
Well, he
You have
can't
a
get in there
shotgun and a
anyways. I
pistol.
mean,
I think
Yeah,
you can
fuck it.
shoot a hole.
you can go around, but like he's gonna have
Fuck
to
it.
break through.
I'll have Hunter set me down like here, and then I'll have him as an action. I'll just have him defend by like that, moving here, and then I'm gonna make my way inside the building. Gun
Alrighty.
drawn.
As you step in here, though, Pyre, you are engulfed in pure darkness.
What the fuck? Oh,
And difficult terrain.
well,
And difficult terrain as you're bumping into everything.
what in the fuck is all of this?
Mistakes were made.
No, you stopped her from getting hit. That was huge. Don't think it sucks for
I-
everyone else, but it might be great for her.
Nobody knows you did this.
Yeah.
I look I look
True.
down and I'm just like, what the fuck? So what I do instead is So I did actually hold on. I didn't really give him Hunter anything to do. I just told him to set me down and I just moved him over there. As a bonus action, So I have 2 different enchantments on both my weapons. I've got fucking my repeating shot on my pistol, and I've got my radiant weapon on my shotgun. So I'm just gonna use a bonus action to ignite my shotgun, so I have a 30-foot radius light.
The magic darkness.
Is magic?
Yeah, this is magical darkness.
Fuck. Oh, I didn't.
Well,
did
now-
not. To be fair, I wasn't in the room, so I wouldn't know.
Yep. But now you emit bright light in a 30-foot, or is it dim light?
I believe it's bright light. Let me double check here.
Please do.
It is bright light in a 30-foot radius and dim light for additional 30 feet.
All right.
That is a big fucking. Okay, so we've got
There you go.
15, 25.
A Durin in front of you who's currently going, ow, as he ran into the wall.
Could I step in the same place as the tiny fae?
In order to know that that is where the door is, you have to roll a perception check
And
as your action.
That is my action. Fuck.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
my turn is gonna have nothing happen.
That's
23.
23. Yeah, you scoot over here and you hear Melissa say ow instead of a door going creak. So yeah,
shit.
this is an opening right here.
Pardon me, I'm coming in to help.
Go ahead, move yourself in there.
There we are. It's shit. Yeah, no, action, bonus action. That's all I can do.
Next up, Barn. Ooh, actually, wait, she had her turn? She's going to use a legendary. Oh, no, she's outside of range. No, she won't. Barnabas.
What's the roof look to be made out of?
Wood.
Hmm.
And tin, but wood.
Alright, so bashing through it's probably not gonna do I see any doors on this side or windows?
No windows.
You really don't have any good spells for breaking through things. Alright, 5.
I mean, can Sir Quaxalot just sit on it and collapse the roof?
Yeah, I just don't know if it's made of wood. I'm assuming it'll be strong enough to hold him. Ah, screw it. We're just gonna try it. Alright, I'm gonna have Sir Quaxalot try and land on the roof.
Okay. We'll leave
And
him
see
where
if
he
it
is on
holds
the
him?
map, but yeah.
Yeah, I will. I'll go back.
It creaks under him a little bit. As I
Alright, then
said, for the walls, 30 damage will bust through.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Shillelagh then and try and bash my way into it. Actually, I have a question. If I do an AoE that hits everything within 5 feet of me, will it AoE the whole roof
Yeah.
7 times?
No.
But if it's a
Well, it's
thing
every
of shatter,
square.
it doubles damage to structures.
It hits the structure once.
Okay, it's not a siege attack. It's not gonna do anything more than that. I was trying. I know I was stretching.
Yeah,
It's
you
hit
all
7
are.
times. That's awesome.
Will it hit
Sir
7
Quaxalot get Iron Peck?
Oh, he'll definitely get an iron ball if you give him one.
16
16
to hit
hits
it.
the roof. 16, really? Oh, it's
15
halfway there.
damage.
You make a large crack underneath Sir Quaxalot's feet. He just looks at you, huh?
Since it's a bonus action to command them, since I already have them prepped, can I pull the other 2 out as a bonus action? The other 2 haymen?
Retrieving anything from a bag of holding requires an action.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's why I asked.
Rogues can do
Um,
that if they choose the right rogue.
Yeah, that's true. What does this one do? I don't think that one's gonna work. Okay, then I think I'm done.
Alrighty. Dresley, you're fighting Dad.
Run around. Look at me! And I cast divine favor on myself,
Hell yeah.
and I'm just swinging at air.
No, you're
And
swinging
then-
at her. You still see her. You have disadvantage. But to you, your fear is you're seeing him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
so
just
I
have
can swing, it's just at
disadvantage.
disadvantage.
Yeah.
The 9.
9 misses. As you swing, it doesn't even pause for a second as it just moves away. All right, end of your turn. Oh, wait, no, you have another attack. 12
Okay.
also misses.
I was gonna say, do I get my full action of
Yeah.
attack?
Yeah, everything.
Okay.
On her turn,
18.
she may. 18. Ooh. Think she has
Okay.
to shield.
She's gonna shield again.
She's going to shield again, yeah.
And that's 2 first levels. Technically, she's wasted 3 spell slots on me.
Yeah, good job, Paladin.
After you're using up her reactions too. That's great.
Yes, that might be really good for spellcasters.
Okay, so it's at the end of my turn now. I have to make another wisdom saving throw, right?
Come on, do it, 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 do it.
12.
Nope.
Do I take the damage again?
Yep.
So it's another 13.
No, I roll it.
Oh, okay.
18 this time.
Oh! That was a high roll.
Daddy didn't care. Daddy wasn't there. Alrighty, Lenny. Or actually... Yeah, she's not gonna not do it. Yeah, at the end of your turn, she'll use a legendary action, and she has to hit somebody. Claw. 16?
Just hits.
16 slashing.
I am up by
Oh,
1.
That is so good. Let's go, Lenny.
All right.
Darkness is gone now, right?
I believe so, because it has to redo it on its turn to keep it up, which I will not be doing anymore. I was waiting for Meloressa to get the hell out of the house. She hasn't moved. I was like,
Someone
Meloressa.
has to tell her to.
I will use half my movement to get up.
Hey, someone turn on the lights.
Shit.
Right, there's the opening. So you go, yeah, for you, that's just 10 feet of movement.
All right.
Have to stand up and then 10 feet to get there.
Kind of. I don't know if there's. Hold on.
You're small, you can occupy somebody else's space.
What is the picture? There we go. Now I can actually see her. From this square and this square, like the entire center of the room is still blocked off.
Ooh, okay.
Let me see here. Okay.
That's just the map, sorry. Hey, yeah.
No, that's all right. Yeah. Okay. From here, I'm gonna look at Meloressa and tell her to get the hell out of here. I'm not even trying to be kind to her right now.
She will stand up from prone and start running. So that's
I'm going
You're
15,
not gonna unleash your
25,
Tommy gun?
30, 35, 45. That's her movement.
She didn't get a drum of blessed bullets for this. She's dumb. You know it's a devil. Bring it
She's
home.
not a
Oh.
trained adventurer like some of you guys.
You know about holy water, don't you? Just do that
They
with
don't
bullets.
have Google.
It's the 90s. Google existed.
I'm
Ask
going-
Smith existed.
I'm gonna have the Fae run up and try to hit her. Let's try it out. I know she did her shield. Yeah, that misses. All right, Faye, go away. Go back out. That's as far as she can go.
Is it teleporting or flying?
Flying.
She already used her reaction, never mind.
And then the Fae is going to do her crazy Fae step and end up. Let's see. She'll end up like right here. and she'll cause a little space of darkness right by the ship.
By Hunter, no. Okay,
Oh, is that where Hunter is?
that's where Hunter is.
She'll it'll do it. I can't even see what's out there. The Fae will just do it like right
There's
here.
a solution to this.
Make myself run out.
I'm gonna give it 30 feet of dark vision.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I'll still do it, but I'll put it on this 10-foot square down here.
Okay,
Just
so
making a little bit of darkness, and then hopefully Meloressa will run into it.
All right, then I'll move it here so we have it there.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
Alrighty. And that is that. I can see Dresley crying to himself in the corner. I'm like, the
And bleeding
hell?
from every orifice.
Yeah, can I tell that he has a spell on him, or is he just crying from being almost dead?
I mean,
You could throw a toothpick at Dresley and he'll go down.
you do hear him crying out, "Look at me!" as he's swinging wildly.
Okay,
You can make whatever inferences you want from that.
I'm gonna. I know they were facing fiends. I'm going to assume there's something on him. I'm gonna try to cast Dispel Magic.
Okay, 3rd level Dispel Magic. You do have to make an intelligence check, DC 14.
Alrighty. Oh.
Does that destroy my spell now, too?
Fuck!
It ends all spell effects of your choice on the target. But unfortunately, 13 does not succeed.
I tried Dresley. Let me see here. Do I have a bonus action? No, not really. I'll just put an illusion around Dresley, try to make it look like he's not about to shoot himself.
All right, there's now a box around Dresley. Attacks against him have disadvantage. All done, Lenny?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay in the doorway so I can see her in case she tries to cast another spell.
All right, well, she is going to use her 2nd legendary action. I'm just going to keep it on advantage, but we know it's disadvantage. Dresley. 12.
Well, misses.
Ooh.
Good stuff. All right, Paya, or Hunter if you prefer. Roll me a d6.
Yeah, this is Hunter, by the way, guys. This is me. Ooh.
Oh, that's not good.
No, it's better than the alternative, actually.
Good job,
Everybody
Hunter.
in this hallway, I need you to give me a dex save.
Oh no.
Oh, Hunter, you silly robot.
Hey, it could have been outside or it could have been in the big room.
Dex save. Yeah.
That's a failure. That's a failure. Alrighty. That'll be 3d4. All of the knickknacks and everything in that room begin lifting off and throwing themselves around chaotically. Lenny and Durin, that'll be 8 points of bludgeoning damage as random plates and trinkets go smashing into your face.
Okay, I'm still concentrating.
Yep, you still got it.
By the way, the darkness for the Fae is a 10-foot cube, not radius, so it's actually
Oh.
half the size.
Oh, nice. Let me change that.
Yeah, not as much darkness.
Alrighty, then we'll move it into an actual square.
That's still double the size of the darkness. That's a 20-foot cube. It should be 10. It's half that
Four.
size.
Oh.
Yeah. There you go, like that.
Damn, that actually is so much better.
Yeah.
Alrighty, that was Auntie's house. Dern.
Alright, I figured out where the door is. So 10,
Yep.
15, 20. Alright, I gotta get over.
See
know,
crying
I'm gonna
Dresley.
I'm gonna stay where I am. I'm gonna cast. Where is it? Aura of Vitality.
Ooh.
And then we're gonna give Dresley 11 hit points.
Thank you.
What's the radius of the aura?
Within a 30-foot emanation.
Oh, god damn it. I just tried interacting with a druid sheet.
Just give yourself 30 feet of aura, Durin.
I'm doing it. It opened. Durin is green.
Of course.
There we go. So it's an emanation, so it doesn't go through walls, guys. Keep that in mind.
Oh, so emanation is restricted by environment.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Emanation
basically
emanates from you. Alrighty, Durin. All done?
For now, yeah.
Auntie looks over at Dresley. Oh, child, that is just so embarrassing. You have that bad of a daddy issue. How unfortunate. And despite her words, she's smiling and seems very mean, Durin.
What a bitch.
She is going to...
I'm radiating radiant now.
Yeah. But also, she already has that spell on you, so... Yeah, I
There's
think
also
she's
a
just
shield
gonna do
against
the
defense.
claws. Yeah, she's just gonna do the claws. Disadvantage on you, Dresley. 28 to hit.
That'll
oh,
Or 27. Sorry. 16 slashing. Hey, good news. The Phantasmal Killer's gone.
Yep.
She moves over now to you, Durin. And she's going to make her second attack.
Oh no, that's me.
19 to hit.
That'll do it.
Oh my god. 23 slashing.
Okay, let's see if I can make the saving throw to maintain concentration.
DC 11, because we round everything down.
Woo!
Let's go. Keep that vital energy going. And that is her turn. Isn't it so sad? She convinced all of y'all to come here to your slaughter like little lambs. All because she didn't want to pay up on her dues. Pyre.
You're muted, by the way, Pyre.
I was gonna say, I'm moving over there. I'm leveling my shotgun at him. I'm gonna say, dude, you take buckshot as payment?
Let's go.
Fire. 15?
That'll miss.
Ah. I've got another shot.
Yeah, it's a pump action, so you can just keep pumping it.
I am gonna... This may not work, but if it does, it'd be very funny. I'll bonus action, I'll do a branding smite at my next fucking shot. Why not? Well, bam. God damn it. Fucking Christ.
12 misses.
I rolled a 6 and a 3.
On
I
the
doubled up.
first shot, when you shoot at her, she throws her crook upwards and knocks it high, and when you swing it back over towards her stomach, she moves slightly to the side, and you don't want to shoot Dresley's unconscious body, so you end up missing.
Ah. Still getting used to it. New gun.
All done?
That's my turn.
At the end of your turn, legendary action. Paya. Dusk Claw. 13.
That'll miss. I will use my fucking gun to parry it this time. And be like, no, not this time.
Barnabas, you're up.
Alright, still trying to break in.
That'll hit.
Ah!
So close.
Does Sir Quackslot not have any abilities to attack with?
He's got plenty of attacks, but he's a mount. Mounts don't get their attacks in the current rules.
Except for mine.
I'm gonna do something else then. I'll use a bonus action to cast Culling Sickle. So I'll summon a sickle to. I don't know. Is it well, before I cast this, is a building gonna be immune to necrotic damage?
If it wasn't a living building, it would be immune to necrotic damage. But the fact that it's living, it can be hurt.
All right.
Got 2 points of HP left on the roof.
Oh, of course, but I rolled a freaking 11 to hit.
Hey, you're hitting a roof.
Do I
Like,
hit?
yes. Its AC is 7. Like, it's...
Yeah.
You're literally aiming for the broadside of a barn.
10 damage.
As you go sickling through, you and Sir Quaxalot fall down inside.
Unfortunately, I had to use my bonus action to do that, so I cannot heal. So that is my turn.
All right, Dresley, as you are falling down unconscious, feeling your father's indifference upon you, you can go ahead and roll your death saving throw. Whisper at them.
I stabilized.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you don't have a chance of getting up either, though. But yeah, you're stable.
With this many healers in the party, it's a better opportunity.
Absolutely. With this many people who could heal. All done?
No, I roll over and I bite her ankles. Yes, I'm done.
Alrighty. She used both her legendary actions already, right? One after Pyre. Oh no,
And
she has her second one. As you fall down here, Barnabas, she snarls in your direction. You see the green eyes become much more horrifying, much more fiendish as she stares at you. The green man. And she's gonna swipe at you angrily.
Oh, it
15
looks
to
like
hit.
she's got a beef with your god. There,
Miss.
Barnabas.
Lenny.
Only I would have. I'm gonna have to just keep Magic Circle prepared. It's the second time we fought some sort of feat, and I haven't had it prepared.
All right. I see her continually trying to claw out at my allies and casting spells and doing all kinds of nonsense. This is probably not gonna work, but I'm gonna try it. I'm going to cast blindness on her.
Ooh, con save?
Yes.
Alright.
Stop looking at us.
Look at me.
Damn
15.
it!
Damn.
Damn it!
So
so close.
I'm not even giving things magical resistance anymore. Like,
Yeah.
Because they don't need it when you roll.
I don't know why. I just work here, guys.
That's why all my cantrips are attack cantrips and not spell save cantrips.
Yeah.
Melee just for that reason.
Mm-hmm.
Tiny Faye's just gonna hang out with Melorissa.
Alright, and Melorissa will keep trying to run.
Yeah, it's just gonna stick with her.
She'll get on the one of the boats.
Do us a favor, just shoot up the house so it can't keep attacking us.
Actually, yeah. Could the Fae give a quick little swipe at the house?
Absolutely
before
it could.
runs over.
Yes.
All right, quick little swipe at the house.
That'll
what the
hit.
hell?
That'll hit the house.
Couldn't do that against the witch.
Jeez!
Holy dude, that wall is hurt.
Yeah, that's why I was hoping that it would hit the witch. Little Fae.
Big knife.
Tiny little toothpick in its hand.
Little Faye, big knife.
That's all Lenny is. It's just little guy, big shadow. Bonus action. Trying to figure out how to use an illusion that could potentially help here.
You put a barrel over her head and we steal all her belongings.
Yeah, I'll make a little cloud of darkness around her head. See if that gives disadvantage on her next claw attack. I don't know.
I'm being a shit. If you have something to come up with.
No, I was gonna do that or like a cage around her, whatever. Because I don't know who she's gonna attack. She has a target-rich environment right now, so I don't want to target one of you. I'll just target her and
Does.
see if I can just give her disadvantage.
If only she had AoE spells. All done, Lenny?
Yeah, that's why I'm holding on to my reaction.
Hunter.
Joke's on you. She's not an evocation wizard.
Hunter, roll that d6.
Another new one.
5.
All right. Well, Hunter has to give a dex save.
Oh no, my boy! You got this. I have complete amount of faith in you. God damn it, Hunter.
That'll be 7 points of bludgeoning damage as
Oh,
the
no.
trees outside begin slamming around wildly. But luckily, he's the only person outside.
And luckily, he'll just get his fucking health back at the start of my turn.
Yep. All right, Durin.
Alrighty. So first things first, 2d6 to Dressley. That's not much.
Hey, Dressley, you have 4 more.
And then I'm gonna start using my scimitar against Auntie Glode.
All right. Now, because you put a dark cloud around her head, she's not going to be dumb enough where she can't just easily move and attack.
Yeah.
However, attacks against her will have advantage until her turn.
Yeah.
Good.
Yay!
Mark that.
1 turn of advantage.
20 to hit.
I think I'm going to make it that the first attack from each person will have advantage, not all attacks.
Okay.
Fair.
That'll hit.
Great use of a bonus
And
action.
because she's blind, she can't reaction to stop that.
She can't react. Oh wait, no, she already did that. Never mind.
No, she can't
Alright.
reaction to stop because she can't see. You can only react to something that you can see. So 13, congratulations, Durin. You're the first person to hit her.
Yeah, I know.
And her form is far more big and vile than she appears right here.
Oh, that felt weird. Nick for another attack.
Yeah,
14 to hit.
that'll miss.
Ah,
You're not supposed to yell Nick before you Nick.
I'm new to this, okay?
Oh, Durin. All right,
Yeah, that's
Auntie's
my action
turn.
economy.
She will crouch downwards to be able to see through.
Mm-hmm.
And looking around at each of you. Perhaps I should be a bit more concerned with all of y'all than I have been up until now. She begins moving and swooping her lantern around aggressively in the air. As she is casting a 7th level spell.
Oh,
Ah.
fuck. I'm going to try to counterspell that. Probably going to fail, but I'm going to try.
DC 17 intelligence check. Come on,
Oh,
Lenny.
my God.
Come
I need a
on,
13.
This is an
I need a
ability
13.
check.
I need a 13. Fuck!
Wait.
Oh, Flash of Genius!
I will flash a genius that.
To give him
Make that a
plus
17. 5, so that's 17.
17.
Yes!
You counter plane shift.
Oh my God.
Oh, that would have been bad.
Yeah, she was dipping the fuck out.
Oh.
When Lenny goes to do it, I just go focus.
And she
Throw a cup.
glares at you, Pyre, for doing that.
Throw a cup at Lenny, make him focus.
Celebratory pump action shotgun blast to the face.
All right,
18?
go ahead. 18?
Yeah.
She just saw some powerful magic be cast. Yeah, she's gonna shield.
Ah. What a pussy.
But with a 2nd level spell slot.
Well, she's running low, so I'll try again. God damn it! I'm never gonna be able to fucking hit it at this rate.
How many shells do you have left?
Enough.
Okay.
He does have
I've shot 4. The gun came loaded with how much did you say?
It was full. 12, I think, right?
Oh, so yeah, I've got 8 shots left. It's fine.
Okay.
you do have your bonus action still if you want to tell Hunter to break down the wall. It already has 13 damage on it.
Yeah, fuck it. Why not? I'll have him just try to beat the fuck out of the wall. We'll do just an overdrive strike so that way I can stop. Hopefully do more damage. 17.
That'll hit a wall.
Fantastic. For 14 points of bludgeoning.
Oh, one more hit and you can break that wall.
True, but I gotta get overdrive strike back up to damn, her fucking shield, that sucks. How much damage would I would have done?
A lot.
You rolled a damage. Why is it not rolling damage? What the fuck?
Don't know.
Is it not freaking proper?
But all done, Pyre?
That is my turn, yeah.
At the end of your turn, she's going to give you the claw.
Okay.
Yeah, 16 to hit.
I once more I fucking push away. I'll just get stop.
Barnabas, you're up.
The Green Man demands a bountiful harvest of your kind. My holy symbol will glow. I'm going to use it by channel divinity. Everyone gains a heroic inspiration.
Oh.
What?
And everyone does 3 extra necrotic damage on the next time you do an attack.
Attacks, okay.
The next time they hit with an attack, right?
Yes, you damage a creature. The next time you damage a creature, it does 3 more necrotic damage.
Does it specify weapon attack?
It says damages a creature before the end of my next turn.
Okay.
Damn.
Yup.
And then my bonus action, I will use the scythe that's hovering over my head. Or the sickle that's hovering over my head. No, I don't want to use a spell slot. I already used the spell slot for it. 15 is probably not going to hit.
No, it will not.
Okay, that is my turn.
All right, Dresley, you are alive.
I get up. I just stare at this bitch. And I just raise my fucking sword arm and bring it down. No bravado, no nothing. He went through some trauma shit.
Hell yeah.
Just a question. Heroic Inspiration is I can use it after it's roll.
It's a reroll.
Okay. I just wanted to confirm.
Yeah, Lucky, they switched them. Lucky is now declared as an advantage, and Heroic Inspiration is a reroll.
I forgot how the rules changed. Can I still do Divine Smite after I hit, or do I have to declare beforehand? Now?
No, that spell left you as soon as you fell unconscious.
No,
Right?
Divine Smite.
Oh, yeah, you use your bonus action after you hit.
Okay. Just want to make reminder of the rule. It's a 19.
That'll miss.
Second swing. Natural 20.
There we go.
Let's go, Paladin.
Okay, so I'm gonna pump a 2nd level Divine Smite into this.
Sure.
So that doesn't get critted anymore, right?
She's a fiend. Yes, it gets crit.
Oh, okay.
All your damage dice.
Okay, so let me just roll the crit damage first.
Yep. And then also the extra 3 necrotic. I'll just take the 3 necrotic now.
All right, so that's 12 on the crit damage, and then
that did not roll the actual passive damage, though. It didn't add your strength modifier or dex, whichever you use.
oh, it is strength. It should be a +3. Yeah, it says it has
You
+3.
did.
Oh, it doesn't. I don't
it didn't
see it
add
down
to the-
below. Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
It didn't add it to the second one, which is good.
All right, so we got the 12 in there.
All right, so 2nd level Divine Smite. How many d8s is this?
So first level is 2, plus fiend is 3. Second level is an extra 1, so 4. 8d8.
Yeah.
8d8. Oh, that's a good smite.
As a good smite, you were smitten, and she looks hurt.
Last. You know what? I'm gonna move right over here, because this wall looks like it's about to come down. I'm just gonna
Stab it. Go for it. As she turns to you, you gonna make me send you back to your father, ain't you?
Not before I send you back to Hell's.
It's Hunter, bitch! As you crumble the wall behind you. Congrats, Pyre. Hunter is now in.
I'll just move myself back over here so he gets the full
Yep.
shield.
All done?
Movement, attack, bonus action to cast that. Yeah, that's everything.
All right, Lenny.
All right. I am going to go ahead and try to get the automatic hit as... Hold on, I need to double check something real quick. Has she cast shield already this turn?
Yes.
Yes, okay, then I will not do that. I was about to cast Magic Missile.
Let's look at the new shield, just to make sure.
It does. I just looked at it. I have it.
Okay.
Let's see here. All right, well, I'll go ahead and try it. I also want to test her intelligence. I will try to hit her with the Mind Sliver. DC 15 intelligence save. See if she's real big smart or just big whiz. Holy fuck!
Double 19!
Tim, contact fucking Roll20 guys. Tell them this is not funny anymore. Just like...
I don't know, it's a little funny.
I was like, let's test her big intelligence and see if she's all wisdom. Oh, no, there's...
Not playing anything but fighters from here on out.
You know what, Lenny? I shouldn't feel bad because you A, kept her here, which was huge, and B, possibly saved Melorissa from getting one shot by her.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and how many minor illusions can I have active at once? I think it's just one. This can't create sound. Yeah, it goes away as soon as I make another one. I'm gonna go ahead and minor illusion a little shadow cloud over her head currently, wherever she's at. She's crouching, standing, just another little cloud. That's it. That's my turn.
And the last thing we're doing before we end for the week is having Hunter roll one more d6.
Fantastic. Here we go. Come on, Hunter. Big money, no whammies. 4. I'm pretty sure that's inside, though.
3 was inside.
Yeah, but that doesn't
3
mean that...
was corridor.
Mm-hmm.
4 was probably this fucking room.
5 was corridor.
God damn it.
No, 5 was outside.
I saw you knock your fucking head.
It's in here, guys.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Everybody, deck saves.
Fuck. Oh wait, I'm actually decent with deck saves. Here we go.
Nope.
Lenny too?
Yep.
Fucking.
Or no,
Flash of
Lenny, you're in the hallway.
Okay.
Fucking Flash of Genius. 17.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna forget this, so I'm gonna use my inspiration to re-roll that.
Let's
Is
go.
this me or Sir Quacks-a-Lot?
It's objects
Let me
flying
double check
around
if
the
I
room. I
can.
think it's
Okay.
Sir Quacks a lot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna give myself advantage with Lucky.
Let's go.
Nope.
Deck save for Sir Quacks-a-Lot.
Dresley successful. Hunter successful. Pyre successful because Flash of Genius.
I love Flash of Genius so much.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still waiting for that to show up on the chart. I don't know why it's not showing up.
Wanna cook again?
Yeah, I'll open it up again.
I like how we kept her here, but we're trying to send her back anyways.
There it goes.
Yeah, but
Just in a different form.
Yeah, send her
Yeah.
back in a bag. Like, just.
Yeah.
All right, Sir Quaxalot is successful. All right, you guys know if you're successful or not. And it's save or suck. So 7 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, I honestly I just wasted flash fucking flash genius. I'll be honest with you.
I mean,
I didn't know what it did. To be
yeah,
fair.
you didn't. Just shit started flying and you flashed your genius.
That would have taken me down.
Yeah,
I'm so fucking smart.
that would have been hilarious, Presley. A plate just smashes you in the face and knock you
Cool.
after you
don't
just
worry, I'll
crit
fix it
her.
again.
An
Sorry
onion
to
flies
just bring it
across the
back
room.
up.
Critted her when she had shield up, man.
Anyways, now, as everything is flying around the room, Auntie begins to distort and look so much more grotesque as she is pissed off at the green man, the red man, and the gnome man over there.
The
But
purple
we're
man.
going to end right here, and when we come back next session, it's going to be your turn, Darren, all right? Players, thank you all very much for playing. Viewers, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Righty.
Bye.